flight in the Airbus. Oh shit.
He bought the flight in the Airbus, and we are live, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome into the Toxic Tower. Bang, bang. Here at the Tower, joined by a very special guest, someone very near and dear to my heart and my balls, Chris Spags, over on Splash Play Pod, grinding it out every year, every sport, goddamn near every slate the man is on. We're going to chop it up. We're going to talk BBC. We're going to talk 2026 fantasy football. We're going to talk a lot of things because honestly, Spags, the man is down to clown, and, so are we. So let's get right into it after these messages.
Why don't you think
Look at the projected ceiling games.
I don't know if he's good or not.
Is there anybody here you need?
Oh, some other shit.
How many goddamn clips do you have?
No, Juggins better.
Thank you. It's a very nice side credit. I put my best effort into the team. Whatever.
Yeah, so you finish that?
You better veto this fucking
It even is like Tom Landry. What have you done for me lately, bro?
What are you talking about sarcopenia for?
Being big and strong is not functional.
No one's giving me site credit.
And I even played the old intro. That's how fucking on it we are tonight. Spags, welcome to the Tower, man. It's good to see you.
I'm glad to be here. I feel like is it like old guy week with me and Crack Rock? I guess Jacob's young, so that's young, vibrant, flirting with women in planes.
Yeah, it's all about balance.
How you doing, man? I'm glad to be here with you guys. I feel like it's really cool because now we Tyler's been a friend of mine. I feel like online for so long now, done shows with Best Ball guy. I think at this point it's like a couple summers ago, and now you guys are giving me the rub back because I'm so non-influential in Best Ball. I'm hanging on by a thread at this point because there's no money to be made, guys. Underdog is a prediction market. They sold that. What are you gonna do, guys? How are we gonna monetize Best Ball for you guys? Now you guys are actually getting like legit views.
We just turned it into a soap opera. That's all we did. We just went soap opera, reality TV show, and that's our new angle. Yeah, it doesn't matter if you're good at drafting or anything. You just slappy picks and soap opera.
The fun thing about the Tower is we don't need any. Like the Tower is just us three. Obviously PPR can't join us tonight. He joined us from the GNC at his job last night, but decided no, I can't be joining from the job I'm quitting from again. Why would I do that? So once again, his stupid job gets in the way. But ultimately, the Toxic Tower is just three guys chopping it up. And honestly, how many times have we done 45 minutes on zero football? Quite often lately. Yeah. And I think that's a good thing, given, as you mentioned, we love best ball, we love drafting, but we certainly don't need and have to do that. And I think for the health of long-term longevity, you got to be able to do a little bit of everything. Also, dude, what I love about Spags is he's always got the thumbnail of the stream he's on behind him on the TV. And I fucking love that. It's the little things. Your background's one of my favorites in this space by far.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, I moved in this house. I feel like I had a studio set up that feels good. And now it's I wonder if I can make it better because I actually kind of have the resources to, as opposed to, cobbling it together out of spit and bubble gum when I first moved here. And now it's it's what I'm known for, the stupid money hat I can't get rid of now. I've been doing it for too long. So I'm trapped. But I will say, I'm glad PPR Tyler is not here for a legitimate reason, because I'm vaguely concerned that's Pete barred him from it because he's his next tout. And he's he can't be on a show with Spags. That's the old Pete now. New brand safe Pete is here. Pete getting a nice little check from Underdog too, I hope. But yeah, I was worried. I'm is Tyler protecting his brand now? Am I that toxic? Am I too toxic for the 1/3 of the toxic power?
I promise you, no. In fact, him even joining last night's Crack Rock stream was simply because of a miscommunication of he's I refuse to give you my weekends. And so I'm well, fuck, man, when your stupid fucking job is keeping you till 8 o'clock every fucking night, how are we supposed to have any guests and and draft teams with people fucking Monday through Thursday at fucking 8:30 to 11:30 at night? People have lives, people have kids, people have wives. You would know nothing about that, you 26-year-old with no respect. No, it's all the job bullshit. And him finally taking this is my favorite thing. I give someone advice, they get the same advice from someone else weeks or months later, and they go, oh, Pete told me I should just stream more and longer to make more money. I'm I told you that 3 months ago, you cocksucker.
I mean, the 4-hour thing, Pete's been on that for years. I think he had mentioned that to me years ago, and I don't have the stamina for that. I'm talking by myself. I don't want to book guests. I just want to turn the camera on, be done. To me, I'm the most I'm the fucking dinosaurs on the Flintstones, where I just want to clock in and go, it's a living, and then be fucking done. So I admire the guys that can be on for 4 hours straight and do that all the time now. It's the Davis Maddock approach. I throw volume at him, if nothing else.
That's the BBG approach.
If I had 4K credits, I could do it for sure. Honestly, it's the drafting all the teams and you're not getting the good EV because there's a bunch of chat people in each of your rooms, and then it's tough to run 4 hours of just like, oh, everyone in the lobby like didn't let anyone fall, and they all drafted really good teams. Awesome.
Well, that's the thing, man. You are in it to try to like draft good teams, and you don't. Spags knows this. You don't draft good teams on stream. You draft on stream because people want to draft with you. You're not going to have good. You're rarely going to have good drafts. The only way you can have good drafts, or if you take the players no one else likes, and they end up being the players you need, but people just didn't like them. But that's not fun to do because you probably don't like them either. So, like it's just.
And also too, like it's different. I mean, I'm coming from the world of having gotten site credits for multiple years. Now I am not getting site credits, somewhat deliberately / mostly not deliberately, from the fall to last year of defending myself from people threatening me with violence on the internet. That's still the company line here. But unfortunately for Underdog, like last year I got to be real about it, I had 5K in site credits last year. So it's like, I'm willing to give away money on stream, but now that it's like my money, it's like, I don't need to fucking be charitable to you guys and let you take all the players I like. And then all my takes in advance. But it's also part of why too, like I did build a sim where it's like, now I just don't care. It's like, the sim will tell me what to do. It doesn't matter. I'm getting it in good enough.
Well, let's talk about the sim because I don't think everybody knows about you. You've been in the sim streets this year with the best ball champion. And of course, coming up with the best name for the splash play pod with the squirt emoji. I'm getting added every time I share a screenshot of like, why is there cum on my screen? And I'm like, that's splash play, baby. But no, tell us about the BBC, man. I don't think a lot of people know it, and I've been really enjoying using it, quite frankly. Like, I'm not even chilling it. I've enjoyed it a lot.
No, I appreciate that. Yeah, promo code EMO if you want to use it. That's the only promo code I have going right now. So 10% off on it. But yeah, it's funny because I actually own a domain now, bestballchampion.com, which is funny because like I was hoping, I knew it was available and I'm like, really would love to win a tournament this year. So that way I could buy the domain and have like actually earn, buying that and then market things around it. And instead I'm like, you know what, I'll make a sim tool that has that name instead and use it to like as a rebrand instead of the word champion, like you've won something. Champion more like the Game of Thrones style where it's somebody willing to fight for you. So that's sort of the fun double entendre of it. I think it's a really cool tool. Like it's built with a lot of stuff I know from stochastic sims that went into that. It's really like lightning fast, which I think is the most important thing for when we are, 20-second clocks. But it got to a point too where I'm like, I feel like the tool is good enough. Like BBMDB grades my drafts with the tool so well that I kind of like don't want to share it. Like I want to see how it does this year. And if people know, they know. And if it does really well, great. And if it doesn't do well, then I can like hide my shame and go like, V2, like the sidekick sucked year one too. So this could suck year one and that'd be fine.
Well, and that's kind of like the interesting part too, is like I want to cap up for PPR real quick and say like PPR hosted SAC to talk about the sidekick, and he's not the sharpest tool in the shed. He's not a fucking physicist by any means. But then, it was one of the things that we clowned him about saying, what is it? Glorified ranks after like a 30-minute monologue of like a really good analogy and metaphors from SAC about what the Sims are and how it works. And now we're kind of seeing the last few weeks of like 30% top click Chris Brazell, 35% Pat Mahomes. And it's like, and we were told, well, if you use it, you're going to naturally diversify. And it's like, and it's starting to kind of seem that like, it kind of is like the ranks being the inputs are so much more powerful than what I would assume is like a range of outcomes sims. And so I'm curious what your thoughts on that, because it's like, well, you could argue, well, the sidekick had a really bad year one because it was really over leveraged on all of the Patriots May players, and those guys don't hit. And that's fun for you because you famously
the Jaden Buck,
Jaden. And then last year they have some really good hits, and they do really well in some marathon and playoff and yada yada. And so it's interesting to be like, is it kind of just getting really lucky with ranks? And that's what I'm curious to talk to you about tonight for just a little bit of like, you created your own Sims, the 10,000 Monte Carlo Sims. And what I expect from Sims is kind of like a range of outcomes. They take those inputs, but then they give you like, what's likeliest to happen. And then you've got like the downside, the upside, and then the straight down the middles. And that's going to diversify. And I don't know that I'm really seeing that with some of these Sims tools this year from what they're saying. So I'm curious how your approach to that and how you've been dealing with that through this draft season.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I'm surprised that the sidekick is so, especially with guys, like SAC, like Shady Advice, who, I think are incredibly sharp. Corain, incredibly sharp. Like everybody they have doing stuff, I think is sharp enough. But they're really pushing their ranks as part of things. And for me, the reason you would have a sim product is like you don't do ranks and you use market data. Like for me, what my sim does is it takes ADP, it takes the projection literally on Underdog when DraftKings has theirs on the site as well. It'll pull that in, and it takes one that I have generated on the back end, which will sort of fuel my projections for the NFL DFS product I'm putting out this year. But like it's it's a little bit of my stuff. It's mostly the market-based ADP. So it's actually talking in the Discord before the show. It's like you guys have to know, like, don't take Pearsall. Like the sim's not going to tell you, hey, don't take Pearsall, because Pearsall still has a good ADP, whether that's going to be vestigial or not. But we don't know that he's out for the year. Like Brazel, I knocked his projection down to 0. He probably won't come up for anybody. But like, I don't get the pushing Charlie Kolar. And this is not me like burying the sidekick, because it's a great product. I think at this point, you're better off using anything than nothing, because I think there's a decent chance you get smoked if you use nothing. But I think, I think there's a lot of sniffing their own farts sometimes that I get the sense from the sidekick guys. And it's no disrespect, because like I do it too, but I don't know. Like I feel like I come about it a little more earnestly. It's like, they're like obsessed with Drake May. The world can't just be Drake May, guys. There's more to the world than Drake May.
Also, see money. I think it's when I do hand movements, my camera's very sensitive to light, so I can strobe. So I will gesticulate with my hands less as I try to pretend to be Italian. I came away with the same.
You really don't think you think you're getting rinsed if you're not using a tool, Spags. And I'm not trying
versus
to
nothing
here.
Versus nothing. I think that's like if you're coming in cold, you don't
think
know.
You can be a guy who's played best ball for 6 years and go into this season and then draft a good team like without a tool.
I think you can. I think you build literal dog shit. And if you survive the kind of gamut of things that you have to get through, the various luck obstacles along the way, you can still win it all. So like, I'm not the guy to go like, yeah, you have no chance. But I do think if you're putting in 500 entries, you're not using a sim for portion of it. You're not using, look, there's like, I'll say 2 tools I think are good. Like the solver tool, you see Pete, pushing that now on stream on his streams. The sidekick, you see that one enough as well. Those 2 are good. I certainly would be less forced into the same pathways of players that it might force you to. I'd try to diversify in tiers I think are flat, which I think is part of what my tool does well, is like combinatorial ownership. Like you click the button, I have this guy a lot, this guy not a lot. I view them as kind of the same player. Why don't I take more of the other guy? But I think for how it looks for people like right now, I think this is the year that there's a bloodbath. Yeah, I remember when Sims first launched, and it's like a lot of people maybe misuse them. Maybe that will be the case for this product. But I think like Hope had tweeted out at some point, one of the behind the scenes folks at Underdog, who used to be a streamer as well, had tweeted out that I think less than 5% of people are using rankings. So if less than 5% of people are using rankings, and that's including states where like you're legally required to set some sort of rank and like use them. How many people are using a tool? Probably sub 3%. And I think those 3% are going to be exponentially more profitable. I'd be curious, like, have you guys run your profiles through like BBMDB? Like that's the litmus test right now. Cause I think Patrick Donovan's probably got as much best ball mania data as anybody. Builds a really sharp tool. If your drafts don't grade out well and you've been hand building, I would be panicked about the season and how it's going to go.
Run the BBMDB. Check it out.
Okay, hold on.
I got nothing but my own data. I'm curious. Am I?
You have to run. You have to run your own data.
You have to import it on an extension. I can show you guys mine. This is not.
Let's whip our data cocks out and compare.
Not me shilling or anything, but like I'm really proud of the fact that my shit's grading out well on PPMD. Which maybe like if I get slaughtered, let's blame Patrick Donovan. I guess my portfolio overall. So this is like DK and Underdog. About $460 extra of EV, and I've drafted every team with the best ball champion. This includes the pre-NFL draft stuff too, where the tool was not there. And I was testing stuff out live. But expected advance 62, base rate of 48.5, including all the various tournaments. Good EV in best ball mania. I have to get a lot more volume down in August. I'm worried I'm not going to be able to max out everything, because my goal was to max out BBM and the DK Millie. Like I think this is good. Like I feel like you go through my grades here too. A lot of S tiers. You could sort by EV.
Yeah.
Look at these.
I've definitely got on here and roster baited and done that whole thing.
So I would love to see yours.
The EV thing chart though. Let me take a look at that.
Yeah, there's a lot of new stuff. Honestly, he's put a lot of cool things in here. If you guys haven't used it on your own, I really recommend it. I think it's a good, an impartial third-party check. And again, like this is the process that you need to put in for best ball, instead of just going like, yeah, I'm drunk and I'm drafting a team. And like, I feel like that's still too many guys on Twitter doing that. And I think they just get killed.
Well, for sure. Yeah. If you're, I love drafting late Friday night, Saturday night, whatever. Like people are doing the most wild stuff you can imagine.
Yeah. And shout out PD. If covers, if you're having issues with it, I had an issue with, I think you have to you have to do the extension, but then also here if you forget, if you're an idiot like me and you don't see the fucking button right here to click to sync, then that's where you're it's not syncing to actually connect your shit. And let's see, it's mint updating mine, but I'm more than happy to share. Like basically, yeah, I'm kind of.
There we go. You're plus EV too. As long as you're plus EV, you're on the right path.
I mean, first of all, shout out BBC for I've done a good amount of drafts, especially the low dollar drafts where I'm like, I would like to get these in, but I do not want to spend like earnest attention on like $1, $3, and $5 contests constantly. Being able to kind of just like use the tool, but like you said, like I know this guy's falling, so I'm going to push this versus that. So it's been fun to compare Sims only stuff to hand build stuff. And when I look at a really bad graded hand build, I try to look at that and go like, okay, where did that go wrong? And so what I've talked about is what I've really enjoyed about the tools, any of them, is kind of like looking at, okay, and I think that the DFS players really learned this lesson the last couple of years with all the Sims of, okay, some of the things I believed heuristically that were right or that I over-indexed on are just not as important or is not as actionable as I would want them to. And these things actually matter more, or, hey, that doesn't matter that much, don't overrate that. Or, hey, you're really undervaluing this. So like filling out your lineup in best ball was one of those things where I've always kind of taken it for granted and just attack the players and attack the pockets I like. And what the Sims have told me is, hey, filling out your lineup, not a bad thing. if you're not sure, just fill out your lineup. And that's really led to more successful drafts for me.
Yeah, and honestly, this if I can pull this chat real fast, I'm going to take over. Actually, I can't click it. Never mind. But the Travioli one, you think Sam Sherman's BBM winning lineup was plus EV before last season? I think it probably was. Like, I think the way that he drafts is like one of the things that stuck with me, which I mentioned on stream a few times a couple of years ago when we were in the days of streaming wide receivers and everywhere pissing yellow, like haha, whatever. It was fun times. But it was really, in hindsight, like not the way to draft, especially if you're building with any sort of projection based model. Yes. And Sam Sherman was drafting teams where he's like, I want to have my starting positions filled through those amount of rounds. So like he wanted to get his 2 RBs, his 3 receivers, his 1 tight end before he touches anything else, 1 QB. So like, obviously a little bit of flexibility on that, but if I had to guess, yeah, he's kind of had the perfect build for years. Like Sam Sherman's made a shitload of finals teams for a guy who has played not, full maxing.
Yeah, every year BBM like volume was like 60 or less. And no, and that's the thing. I do want to like back up Sam. Sam was one of the few people with like, it was like you and Sam, but I think Sam has always been this guy in the space that like, no matter what, the wide receiver avalanche, old running backs early, bro. And like, he had no problem going, hey, touchdowns on underdog matter. Why don't running backs score a lot of touch? And like structurally, he's just like, well, this archetype of running back at this cost makes sense. Like just shit like that. His Denton Simmel. Are you sure a running back 2 Ramondre on a really well, like everybody wanted Drake May and the Patriots, but then Ramondre was going at pick 130. And it's like, no, actually Sam built a well-correlated, well-structured team. For all the olds he still had Luther Burden at like the 130s that was a bring back. Like he used correlation as truly a tie break. He tried to attack structure. He tried to say, hey, in the first couple rounds, I need to take guys I trust are going to like score big and also be a lever on the field who can truly win. Like it's best ball, not right ball. I've seen Derrick Henry be the running back 1 on a slate week in and week out. That guy in the second round, that feels like a good pick. CMC in the second round. Right? That's what I think it was like CMC and Henry, I think, were on his team. And it's like, yeah. Oh, so CMC in the second round. Okay, I get the injury concern, but like, if he's going to catch 100 balls,
like you got to have the blend of the old guys with like the young breakout late season hits. Like, yeah, that seems like a pretty standard notion. And I'm not trying to shit on the Sims, or anything, but I think I've learned a lot from the Sims and what's optimal just from listening to people talk about it. And as I go through my draft, I think it's helped me go, yeah, I kind of hate Tony Pollard and the Titans or whatever, but like a second, third running back on this team is probably the best pick here rather than reaching down for the guy that I would always take instead of Tony Pollard or whatever.
I think the Sims help build some humility in your portfolio if you weren't already doing that. And I think a lot of us,
if you play 5 years, you start having a little bit more humility.
You would think so.
But also it's not overcompensating too. Like I think last year for me, because we got so shelled in the great, RB renaissance again, I'm like, I got to take more RBs. And it's like, I probably wasn't balancing it the way I should. It wasn't so far off what the Sim results gave, which, was sort of generated independently. I used BBM results, used Leone's manifesto, a couple other really good best ball articles from Spike Week and Rotoviz, like get it, fully trained up and then kind of created off of that. But I think for me, like that process is really informative too, where it's like, tight end. Like I used to think, I'll just punt tight end. I'll even try to punt QB because I'm like, I know QBs so well. I know tight ends so well. I could skim the bottom of the barrel and take your DFS equivalent of 1 to 5% owned guys in best ball and try to get there. And it's like, in reality, no, I should be taking a QB every time, especially with the current ADPs in round 6, like that Drake May, Caleb Williams corridor. You got to take a QB there. Tight end, you got to take in the Pitts / Laporta range, like no matter what, or the Sim's going to go, you fucked up and this draft is now worthless. It's probably not true, but it's nice to have those kind of guardrails.
Yeah. And I think the Sims are really good because they don't have emotion, right? Like me, if I can believe that Jaden Daniels, Drake May, Jalen Hurts are like the best prices I'll probably ever see them at. And yet my brain, after clicking them 30 times in a row will go, well, maybe I should mix it up a little bit. It's like, but in reality, maybe you shouldn't, like you should. Like, it's just such a good pick. The Sims don't care. The Sims just recognize, like, it's a good pick. Just take it.
And I think that's what I want to address here is, like, obviously we're going to get a lot of input changes, but drafting with the most knowledge and the best you can right now before the chaos hits is the point. And so, of course, they're using projections that, like, famously AJ Brown didn't have a projection after week 1. And stuff like that. But as we get more information, those things will adjust. And so none of what we're saying, especially I don't think Spags is saying, is like, if your portfolio is not grading well, you're drafting like shit. It's that, like, because your grade could change based on inputs. Like, I mean, hell, we're going to get some really bad injuries. We're already starting to get them. The more injuries we have, the more it's going to hit your portfolio. But it's holistically, with what we know now, with some decent data points, if your drafts are grading poorly, you're not setting yourself up well for success before things get messy. And you don't want to have to get super lucky. Luck is part of all of this. I mean, every week you build Sims, like Sims informed DFS entries, and you need a shit ton to like go right. And it's all going to go wonky. But if you're already up a creek, and I think Pete talked about this before he started using the Sims, when he do his like Monday reviews and he's getting his shit kicked in. And it's like, if you're going too gal-brained and you're already having to thin a fucking needle to win some of these contests, build and set yourself up for the best to have to get the least right. And we always like out-cute ourselves to do that. And that's why it's been funny. Like some of the things that have won in the previous years are like, we outsmarted ourselves saying like, okay, look, rookies and like explosive players are good. Receivers are fun. But they're not the only players that stay healthy. Running backs aren't the only players that get injured. And a boring guy in a good role, like it's so easy to forget volume is king. It's something in the redraft and in DFS, we go, holy shit, 20 expected touches a game. This guy's way mispriced. But in the summer, we go, fuck that. He's boring. And it just doesn't mix for whatever reason. Those things I think are at odds. Because it's kind of like style points and stuff. So I think the Sims do a good job of reminding you of the simple lessons that help you build well as optimally as you can before the shit hits the fan.
Yeah, and I think that's the thing too. Sometimes people miss in gambling is like, to me, the biggest lesson that I've had, especially in recent years where you kind of, when you're doing content, I think if you just play enough entries and you've had one big a couple times, you get the fancy play syndrome, across everything. And it's like, I'm trying to win. Like you mentioned, winning with style points. And it's like, you don't win with style points. You win by pointing whatever you are at the largest possible landing area. Like think about it. You're jumping out of a plane. If you're trying to land, with your parachute, you don't want to go into like a thimble. You want to go into a swimming pool. Ideally, you want to have the biggest possible area if you have to have that chance of landing safely. That's sort of what all these gambling versus the field, especially, million person field like DK for $3 million. You just gotta, kind of throw that caution in the wind. But also it's like just having the structure every time. And, you're not trying to get super unique. You're not trying to hit on, round 20 guy who's going to somehow have a Puka or Kyron year. It's probably not going to happen. But if you put enough structure up across 150 entries, more than that, ideally, like you guys are putting in big volume. I think that's definitely where it's at. But I'm actually curious if best ball guy, like you're looking at portfolio now. Maybe I've looked this a little bit. Like, does it make you feel a certain way to see Tyler's portfolio looking immaculate? Yours here, you're doing okay. Like this is what a hand builder, I think, if you're good, will do.
Okay, so yeah, I'm just above baseline according to this,
which is consistent with your every year. You're kind of like teetering on right below or right above expectation going into the year. But you are how I built 3 years ago, BBG, which was like, I want super team and Spags and I feel like we're kind of the same thing of like, we know how to draft well, but I want to draft for ultimate upside, and I will take 3 shitters for 1 super team, and then you get your shit kicked in, learning that you don't have to be perfect, and go, what if I just build really good teams as much as possible and let luck help me in any way, shape, or form, and not reduce the amount of bullets I get on goal.
I mean, I will just say though, like I have Malik Neighbors on 2 of 3 Dalmatian teams, and it gave me a 17.9, and that's 4th round Malik Neighbors and a 4 out of 12 advance. I mean,
did you build like Malik
are we
Neighbors
sure
with
these
all
numbers
you
are
needed?
accurate? You know,
Can I see those teams? I mean, if we're gonna dig in here, we might as well dig in real quick to see one. Like, defend yourself with one. Hit the teams.
All right.
Just pull up one bad Malik Neighbors team. My God, what are you doing?
I'm gonna
stop.
He's learning the UX. This is good. People are learning the UX in real time. Best ball guy, real human
I'm just gonna eliminate a bunch of these. So
this is, dude. It's in order of your most recent drafts. It has it loaded, and you're trying too hard.
It's a beautiful team. We got fucking Genty and CD Lamb. Like, you can't even get this, anywhere. None of these players are dead. We got Neighbors in the 4th.
It's not a bad team. Keon Coleman's funny.
I think tight end's a little bit late for me. Like, you started tight end at Ferguson. It wouldn't pass the muster on the BBC. The BBC would mock you, spit in your face.
Okay. That's fair. I have been getting a lot more into the
I think what it doesn't like, you go Genty, Etienne, Tootin. So you get 3 running backs in your first 5 rounds, and you add Blue and Lloyd, who are like fringe dart throws. And what I'm learning, no matter what sim tool it is, it's saying, hey, Lloyd does not help this team out like another tight end or another receiver would, is my guess of why this grade's not good.
I think it's QB being weak and tight end being weak. Like, you took Dak as your first QB. You kind of needed to get another guy in that range, I think up to like Jordan Love, probably, at least based on like how I know my tool would grade it because I've done it, enough of it. So I think Mendoza, Rogers, you're not getting enough projection points there. And then Ferguson is tight end 1, same thing. So like your RB and wide receiver, I think look really good. I think they're fine. But QB and tight end, I think my tool would think is soft. So I think that's why BBM DB might also.
Okay. Nez is saying Nez has to go, but he's popping in to say hello, Spags.
I love Nez. Nez is good. Nez did not abandon me. John Warner abandoned me, and because he paid half attention, saw the Twitter hubbub when fucking Milton Williams last year, and then Nez did not. Nez stayed the course. I appreciate Nez a bunch.
So
I didn't want to spoil the surprise, but we do have someone backstage for it. No, I'm just kidding.
It's John Warner, and he's gonna get real. He's known for being toxic and angry, and I'm gonna bring it out of him today.
Dude, John Warner getting toxic would be hilarious. Let's jump into BBM and let's talk some shop. Let's draft some fucking.
Or I was gonna say Chow Chow if we wanted to. I didn't know, but I mean, Spags, you want the chance at 2 million, right?
I mean, of course. I prefer BBM. Honestly, like, I would draft along with you because I need to get BBMs in so fucking bad, guys. I've been doing too much MLB DFS content and it's fucking up my entire.
I mean, if you want to draft against us 2v1,
it's gonna fill too fast. I think you people. I don't want to throw off your game too. Don't we have to like yell at each other?
We got to veto and do all the things.
You can't throw me off my game. I am built from chaos, brother.
Spags, how'd you feel about the tout show? How cringy was that?
I'm glad you guys did it. I think it was good for what you guys did. I don't agree with some of the guys who got super far. Like, I mean, look, I know you guys have said it. I don't even mean to anybody. I hope they all do fantastically. But like, I don't get the Tony Squares guy. I don't think he knows stuff. I think he has a nice voice. I think there are better guys. I think there are younger guys. I think Tyler is, much more in that. Both you, Tyler, but also PPR Tyler is like perfect for that. I don't know. I wasn't impressed by the final product, to be real about it. I don't know. I feel like the judges were maybe not as on the nose with how I would have viewed it either. But I'm also like, I probably view it pragmatically in different ways, I'm sure.
Okay. Well, in that same vein,
just genuinely
covers.
Curious.
Thank you so much. Year of the Tower, fuck PPR, famously covers paid for us to shave the mustaches during our marathon stream Saturday. And 2 of the 3 of the hosts have mustaches. Mustache.
Honestly, Spags, you kind of have a defined mustache as well, with the beard.
Yeah, I mean, I could not do no mustache with a beard. I feel like you look Amish then. So I don't want to expose I'm worried what's underneath here. Like, I've had the beard for too long. Like, I don't know how my jawline's looking. I'm terrified of that as a concept.
Oh, dude, every time I shave my beard off, I fucking laugh because I'm like, where'd it go?
You guys both have great jaws, so you're fine. You're like, it doesn't matter. The beard, when it's hiding, like, and you don't know, like, you gain some weight, you lose some weight. You're like, I don't know what the current status is. Like my friend Ship My Money, I love him, but like, he shaves it off, and it's like he looks like half a frog, half a duck. Like I don't want to be in that world.
Half a frog, half a duck is a tough fucking look. I'll tell you that.
Tough look. Oh man.
Also, shout out everybody that either joined or became a member. Chris, Jay, welcome back. No Cap, welcome back. Copy paste, welcome back. And then Spags, after our pick, I guess I have to ask you about Rihanna. Is that a thing?
I mean, not anymore for me. That was always my bailout, though, is if things got real bad for me content-wise, I would do a documentary about finding Rihanna and apologizing to her for the whole, but everything's never got that bad, guys. So we're okay. I never have to apologize. Fuck that billionaire. Eat all the billionaires. Eat the rich. Come on.
All right, what do we want to do here? I'll sim, assuming that the BBC is what Spags would want to do.
Wait, it's saying Jefferson?
It is saying Jefferson.
Genty.
Take Genty, yeah, please.
All right. Wow. The first pick, Spags says no. Now here's what I do like about the BBC.
You can always IKB it a little bit.
It tells me percentages. I fucking love that because without knowing what the inputs are, without knowing the range of outcomes, just knowing what the top is. Well, is it a 50-50? Is it a close call, or is it by large, by far? I like that about
Chase Brown or Hampton here.
It's got to be Hampton.
It's suggesting Hampton. I like Chase Brown. I'm good with either of those guys.
You think Hampton could have a top 5 season, Spags? Maybe top 3?
I'm worried it's too easy for them to score this year. That's my biggest fear overall, is that they might be a legit money team, and you got Quentin Johnston getting good yak stuff going, and Lad McConkey might legit be Tyreek. They are the same speed, similar build, can do similar pre-snap stuff. So that would be my concern for Hampton. And last year too, they loved using Vidal. You have Keaton Mitchell, who I think is that perfect kind of game breaker, will take 50-yard touchdowns out of nowhere. So that'd be my concern for Hampton. They're too good, but if they're good, he should still rise with that tide. So I'm there with it, but it worries me. It worries me a little.
Right. I think they want to just run the ball first and foremost. I think that's the play with the O-line and all the blocking guys they brought in. I know they have McConkey and Justin Herbert, but I think first and foremost, they would just run the ball if they could. But
the Hampton price feels frothy, but it literally checks all the boxes. And that's what I'm just having a hard time being we used to get a slight discount on checking the boxes, but not having seen it yet. And now in the current iteration, it's nope, don't care. The price is the price. And it's that kind of sucks. But I kind of had the same drawbacks a little bit with a Chase Brown last year of hey, we saw some really good stuff. I don't love the price. And then ultimately, hey, the right environment with the right inputs and bang, bang. And it's okay. And that's the humility, right? Is fine. If the Sims are telling, and again, I think all the second round players all have outs to be the guy you need, especially with this format in BBM. But ultimately it's I think it's just mostly frustration with the market of just pricing out all of the potential upside. Cause right, if he hits, he's a 1-2 turn late first round guy. So it's where he's close to his ceiling, quote unquote.
Oh, okay. If he hits, he could be the 103 next year.
Because you think he's a fucking 2,000 yard and 20 touchdown guy, and it's not
potentially. Honestly, I think he has the full profile to do it. It all makes sense to me. It's fully projecting though. Obviously we didn't see it, but I think O-line stays healthy. What he did in college, full workhorse.
He looked awesome coming out of college.
McDaniels, yeah.
His numbers jumped out as a pass catcher too. They haven't fully tapped into that yet, but he should be an every down workhorse. He has the build to be a pass protector and be out there all the time. It's just I don't know if they want to do that with him, especially when you sign Keaton Mitchell. It does feel you want to keep him healthy, keep him good the whole year. But the whole year could still be 20 touches, even if he loses a few along the way.
Yeah, absolutely. And Crack Rock was kind of talking about this last night, actually. It was just how the whole NFL is changing into this 2 running back system. Most backfields are going to be 2 running. Let's go, GMC.
This fucking guy sees we get 2 running back starts and says, I'm here, bang, bang.
I'm going to come.
Welcome to the Sims chasing PPR.
What the hell is this? Is this the off-brand sidekick?
It's the BBC, baby.
Oh, fuck it. I think going to do
I don't mind Igbuka. Obviously Neighbors goes. Lad McConkey.
I'm T. Higgins personally, but
I don't mind any of them really. I don't need a veto here. Whichever you guys want to go with, I'm cool with.
T.
Right. Bengals.
So yeah, Spags, you are aware that this is the Toxic Tower. So all 4 of us tonight have 1 veto. I was tempted to take PPR Tyler's away, quite frankly, for being late, but we'll let it ride.
No, but he wasn't even going to show up, and he showed up, so I'm impressed. I love that hustle. Thank you, Tyler. You made me feel valued. That's all I asked for.
Appreciate you. Oh, sorry. I'll save it for this next turn real quick.
He's in the zone too already. I love that.
I like close
Draft
camera
season, baby.
PPR.
I can't
really
see anything
hammers me.
otherwise.
Tedderoy McMillan.
Yeah, it's
Come on,
got to be
Anyone?
receiver.
God
Yeah,
damn
right.
it!
Oh yeah, makes sense. Got to go with the tool,
Roy,
emo.
no.
Got to go with the tool, emo.
Garrett, Jets, Twin Towers.
I'm Garrett over Tat.
Oh,
No.
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Ted. Me, with the guest gets his.
I
his
know.
way.
The tie goes to the guest. I will relent to our rules.
Why
I
Garrett Wilson?
just defer to the NFC South as being the
What's
best
Spags?
division to play in.
Why Wilson over? I like Garrett Wilson too, but why him over Tet? Like, is that you should not like Tet?
Their offenses both suck, and like Garrett Wilson's like probably like one of the best 8 receivers in football.
Yeah.
Omar Cooper is kind of a demon though, coming in, and like now you lost one of the guys for the Panthers today, so I think Tet should be theoretically slightly more valuable.
Lost like one of whatever.
Covers is claiming he paid $100 to give
Sadiq
Spags
and
18 vetoes.
I've never
tonight.
seen somebody cry so much in one day, not named Emo or BBG, than RM Covers today. It's absolutely ridiculous.
What happened in there today? What happened in there?
Dude, he's fucking crying over shit. He's just, I don't even know what his problem is.
He did do a face reveal.
I saw that. I'm not going to say anything.
And before we get too far, I think we brought this up, but this is on a timer, and this whole stream turns to members only in about 25 minutes. So $4.99 a month, you get a members only episode every single week. You also get access to the best Discord, where literal training camp breaking news channels that we are all typing in gets fully deleted off of some conversation that I missed over an hour.
You want to know why I got deleted? Because Emo Cowboy's a bitch.
Oh, okay. We'll say for members only. Say for the members only.
Literally not true.
Dude, unprompted, Emo Cowboy's like, why the fuck did we make this channel? This channel fucking sucks. We literally already have the NFL Best Ball channel. Well, who the fuck made this channel? PPR is he's so redacted. So then I delete the channel, and everyone loses their fucking minds. Why would you delete the channel, PPR? Like, what the fuck?
Why the fuck did you delete that shit, dude?
Well, I was kind of just trolling at that point. We can literally
you deleted it after you were called out for not saving your channel, pussy.
God.
Unbelievable. I'm going to delete the Stonks channel next. That one's next to go.
You're using your privileges to delete anything, you bitch.
Shut the fuck up. Hey, Spags, I just want to say, glad to have you on the tower. I don't know much about you other than the fact I saw that one video of you 1v1ing that dude when you're at Barstool. So I know your basketball game more than your fantasy take. So shout out.
I appreciate that, Tyler. No, I'm glad you're here. I was worried that Pete was blocking you from doing it because you're his next tout. So, I didn't want him to.
Yeah, right.
Worried that your brand's going to be sullied here being on the show with me.
No.
Dude,
you would be that beef? I didn't know that.
Well, I guess we'll let Spags wax poetic after these.
That's why Emo wanted you on the show.
I like Spags. That's
you don't like Pete?
I don't.
PPR, I bought a last second plane ticket to the ship chasing thing. I'm going.
You're going? Have fun.
That's fun.
I'm going to go show face.
All right, DJ Moore is simming. That sucks.
Yeah, any of these guys I would do. I take not a lot of DJ Moore, but
Vito, Carnell Tate.
All right, Vito, Carnell Tate. And then tonight, because RM Covers donated, Spags, you have 2 vetoes locked and loaded. So that means you either get 2 times to get your player, or you get to block someone else's veto straight up from.
Okay. I will save it for when that seems like. Actually, no, I'll save it for. I won't even tell you when. There's a thing I'm going to look for, and all of you that I'll use my veto on.
By the way, I just want to say, Covers. I've been sorry I didn't respond to you today. I will have a mustache by the next stream. That is a promise. All right.
Wow, he's already walking back the confrontation again.
What confrontation?
Was it about
and then you're like, I'm sorry.
Covers did give you $100. I feel like. What are you?
He gave us $200.
Chastising your whales?
He gave us $200.
You buffoons! You guys need to make. What do you think? $100 going to give you money?
I'll do more than grow a mustache for Covers. That's what it's going to take.
It's kind of. Well, we should go DJ Moore in the 6th round, probably.
Yeah, if he's still here, take DJ Moore.
I think we go DJ Moore.
DJ Moore is still here, but Burrow is simming, so I just wanted to say that.
Vito, Burrow.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And then watch.
I'm fine
I can
with
do
it.
all of my drafting from the BBC, just clicking.
No, you didn't fucking.
Okay, Spags, you saw me hit pick.
You had him in the queue. You can't do the button again.
Oh well, that's annoying.
It is annoying, but Underdog's UX is a bitch, man. To get the pick button to work right, you got to give some concessions. So that was the
fair enough. Well, we learned that glitch real time.
Let's fucking ruin my product, guys. Don't pay for the best ball champion. It doesn't fucking work. Use the side pick. Get Charlie Kolar in this round instead.
Don't even get me started.
I definitely agree that the like, God, I don't want to shit on anyone. I really hate talking bad about anything, but I was when Corain and Dubner were doing the Top Guy Tuesday, I did bring this up in the Discord. I was just like, man, really, both of those guys have 35% like Mahomes around ahead of ADP and like, you know, kind of these higher, like it's really like their rankings in there, like so much.
Look,
and I was just
here,
like,
I got fucking
wrong.
trolled.
That's gonna really hurt.
No, PPR. I already defended you for this. Don't run it back.
I want to hear
one thing. I'll say one thing and we can move on. I'll say one thing and we can move on. I kept trying on that stream with Sack. I said, how much of it is rankings? How much of it's Sims? And no one gave me a fucking answer. And now there's some exposures out there where it suggests we're just paying for fancy ranks. They are not beating the fancy ranks allegations. I will stand by that. They're not, okay. We can move on.
They're not meeting the ranks allegations.
They don't know.
I say something. Doing. Okay, I don't even know if the Sims do this, but if they do this, this is where like my human brain can't compute stuff fast enough. But if the Sims can recommend players that might project well in week 16 or something, when I'm not sure if my team is projecting well in week 16, and the Sims in real time can put a guy up there to break a tie between other guys that is going to sim well for a week that I'm not sure if I'm good at or not right now, I think that's really interesting. There's stuff like that I don't know if that's what goes on. I'm assuming that's what the computer does when it's trying to compute like winning tournaments, but there's stuff like that I like humans can't do fast enough, or the, you know, monitoring the whole draft room and who's taken what at what position and seeing what'll fall to you and what won't, that kind of stuff.
I thought we were about to get a crotch cam.
See, I would say as somebody making a sim, I think that's overthinking it and you're asking for stuff you don't actually need. Like Stochastic Sim is probably won people as much money as anybody's in the biz for DFS. And theirs is like more simple than you would think. Not to like, I'm not bashing their product, but it's like more stripped down than you would think. I kind of gone the other way with the stuff I built on my site where it's like I wanted to take inputs from live fields and sort of have that shape how it moves moving forward. But I think that's a product choice that a lot of people who are very good at gambling wouldn't make. That's also why I'm surprised by, like Tyler was saying, I think that the, Sidekick taking so much input from a human component in ranks surprises me because like your guys are your data guys, you're like very, median public outcome kind of guys. Why are you forcing your own stuff on it that much? That surprises me, but
that's been my private refrain
especially
in our Discord is like, it's contradicting your fundamentals publicly to say diversity, range of outcomes, and then to see how much you're putting your thumb on the scale for something that has a wide range of variables and outcomes that you can't account for. And the Sims are there to tell you that of like, hey, in just as many outcomes, this happens as that happens. So you shouldn't have none of this shit. Like, unless you got someone 3 prices priced wrong, there shouldn't be like this huge outcome of that. And if you do, you might have an input error. Like if the Sims are doing what they're supposed to do.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. In my opinion. I'm honest, I work at NASA, but I'm not like
I'm just a regular old rocket scientist. I don't get these.
I'm just your simple rocket scientist.
I think Herbert stacking with Hampton feels good.
Yeah, and again, the sim will also tell you at a certain point you just have to take a QB. We didn't get the one earlier. We gotta just take it. But yeah, like don't queue the guy and hit pick, Tyler.
I've learned.
If you hit pick, it will auto queue it. So like you never miss a guy if you hit pick. Like this thing actually for best ball guy in particular, the pick button alone I think is worth the product because like the pick button is fast.
One click instead of 2. I don't have to do this to this, but because I'm so fucking pilled of queuing to make sure I don't miss with these 20-second clocks, I do the same thing with the fucking BBC and it fucks me up every time.
No, for sure. And the pick button is cool. I like how it's not like forcing players at me with the ranks or whatever.
And this is where I see
I don't mind a sim tool running while I'm drafting. It doesn't mean I have to even use it. Like it really
it's suggesting Laporta
I really don't mind it.
Or Godwin. I structurally kind of like Rico here. What do y'all like?
Look, Corum. I rather go Corum.
Vito, Laporta, take the tight end. It'll grade out better.
Yeah.
I'm making you money here. This is what BBM DB's gonna love. We're getting all the Sklansky bucks right now with this sim and fucking late July.
I love Laporta too, so I'm fine with it. Yeah.
What I like about Laporta is it opens up another quarterback stack in a range where it's very flat, and I just feel like the quarterbacks are easily the best picks if you already have your lineup filled out versus chasing some other shit. And very often Goff will just fall because the JMO or the Amon-Ra drafter is pushing them. And so all of a sudden, like you're like, well, shit, I'd like Goff here, but naked Goff doesn't feel good. Well, if you have Laporta, you don't have naked Goff. And I will say for all those keeping tabs at home, PPR vetoes for Tate, Spags got cucked by my sticks. So he's got one veto after vetoing for Laporta. And so Spags 1, BBG 1, Emo 1 veto remaining.
I gotta say, your chat is like a real mix of like just fucking lunkheads, like guys who are like real locked into their own ways, and guys who clearly are like testing out stuff, trying different things. You guys have built a real unique community here, which I'm intrigued to see. And I say lunkheads lovingly, but like you guys are fucking
for sure. I brought the lunkheads, and no, I'm just kidding.
Okay. Let me be real, Spags. We love there is no greater community than the Toxic Tower community because it truly is a fucking mixed bag, and I love them to death because first of all, they're ride or dies. Second of all, they're no bullshit, just like us. And third, PPR brought the chud lunkheads, BBG brought the dreamers, and I brought
the dreamers,
the nuanced bros, and the horny bros, and together we make this lovely diverse community of don't fucking try us, but we also sniff out bullshit.
Can we do a member draft one of these days?
We can draft comment. Robert,
wait, BBG, did you actually buy it? BBG, did you actually buy a ticket to Austin?
Yeah, I'm going.
Oh my god, it's gonna be freaking Make-A-Wish week all over again.
What are you talking about, bro? Jesus Christ.
Well, not for you, for Emo, obviously, because he's going to need it after he absolutely cowers in the wake of Rickadoozle and Pete Overbeck.
I'm going to stand up to Rick for Emo.
The only person that's ever backed down from anything is you. Time and time again, when given the chance to stand on business, you fucking step down, pussy.
Yeah, right, dude.
Ridiculous. Dude, I'm the only one that stood up to fucking Pete to his face. Fuck you, you fucking bitch.
I don't know. You got in that stream with Rick and you were quiet for like 40 minutes.
All right.
Yeah, it was the start of the fucking contest and I was told collaborate.
Hey,
he was keeping all the racist thoughts to himself that entire time.
All right, running back. Gainwell.
Yeah, running back.
Gainwell.
It's going to say QB.
Who's up?
Oh,
it's gonna be what?
Get it the fuck out of here.
Again, it's Ricky Pearsall's going to be on there forever because of the ADP.
I like Gainwell over Golden. I like Gainwell over Golden.
Gainwell.
Yeah, let's go Gainwell. I'm going to let it time out.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
And then let's talk about it. I can't pick it, guys. Someone might veto, and I have to be ready to fucking pull some shit.
Can you show me what other running backs are there? Just like is Mason and Aaron? See, like fuck, I would just grab one of those guys.
What I would really love to see in Austin is like in Game of Thrones, you can choose your champion. Where Emo just chooses BBG, and it's BBG versus Rick.
Mason.
I mean, Goff with Laporta is. We just.
I think it's Goff. Yeah.
Moisten.
The bye week conflict.
Who's our QB again?
It is Justin Herbert. I'm Goff.
Yeah, do Goff.
Wait, yeah, let's get another.
Vita Mixon. Vita.
Oh, Mixon.
Just pull him up.
Jesus,
a full circle all the way back to the bottom of the board.
If I don't make you sweat a little bit, I'm not having fun.
I like getting a fourth running back there just because it feels so like dead until you get to the end of the draft after the Mason range. Like,
see, Spags, you're over here trying to give us a good BBMDB grade, and Eric's like,
no. You absolutely just tanked it.
It's gonna help the grade. You get a starting running back right.
This is gonna be a nice dead average advance rate team, just like all the ones in Best Ball Guys portfolio. We're gonna go right flat even.
I got a lot of Mason in there in the 10th. Yeah, I do like that pick.
And if you'll excuse me, Mac, I talked to Pete to his face 4 separate times. You can get out of here with that shit. The After Dark, where I made him uncomfortable, like poking back at him after he unsolicitedly welcomed it. Get out of here.
How did it get this bad between you guys? Because it's always been a little bit weird. I mean, we've talked about it in like vagaries.
I like Pete. I don't think Pete likes me, and I've had no problem just saying that out loud.
You're gonna make this whole trip really uncomfortable.
Chris, I'll say, Spags, I'll save you the trouble. Pete didn't pick emo, and now he's pissed.
No, but like, I mean, no, Pete has like always had, back to when we were doing Splash Play on the regular, and emo was like, you know, a regular guy in the chat, like I think contributing in the way that you want to have like your guys in the community doing. Like he's always been a good, like, you know, I would say driver of engagement and stuff. And like he was also very generous, I think, as a super chat, you know, little pay pig too for periods in his life. But you know, like, you know, I always appreciated it, and I thought it was like Pete is always kind of like hands off. And granted, your brand at that point was extra NC-17, I think. But you know, like I think you've always been supportive, and you've gone out of your way to support his stuff. So I'm surprised, but you know, I don't know. I don't know everything that goes on.
Okay, so I don't know the lore. What's your beef with Pete?
No, I don't have any beef with them. We just don't work together anymore because, like, I mean, I was getting him paid through Football Outsiders to do our show, you know, pretty well. And then Football Outsiders went under, so that money went away. And Pete was focusing on other stuff that made more money. I would say the irony is that now Splash Play is a lot more valuable, and I think more valuable than some of the other side shows he does. But, you know, like we kind of agreed, like I wanted to really invest myself in Splash Play. He wanted everything flowing through his channel, which was, I think, not the best for me, but you know, we were friends. Like I would still consider him a friend. We just don't collaborate now because I think when things got weird with Underdog is, you know, Underdog's his bread and butter. Like if you're getting paid by Underdog, congrats, you made it out of the falls of Rome with the last bits of best ball money left. For everybody else, you got to earn it through actual tournament play and not just being gifted, you know, like sweet deals kind of stuff.
Sounds like you guys are fine then.
Yeah, I'm fine with them. I could also like call a spade, which he has with me enough times, I think, or you know, his version of it. But I think, you know, I think he's like very much an Underdog shill, which is okay because like you got to go with what pays you. I just wanted to find other stuff that I respect to pay me.
I view it as two ships passing in the night. Like it was fun while it lasted, but it was never going to last forever. That's kind of
yeah. And I think too, you know, like Pete's got to be in charge of his stuff. Like everything flows through his channel. I get it.
Which is why I was never going to win the
top. No. Come on. We already have Tet. Let's go Shaheed, Diggs, something like that.
I like Diggs.
I would take the second tight end or a QB. I mean,
I want the next pick to be a quarterback.
We need a QB. Is it Ward here? Ward?
I would take just unnaked Malik Willis and get it done.
That's fine. Go naked. Oh my God, this guy.
Malik Willis is gonna run.
This is a bad showing from you tonight.
Okay, first of all, our guest said he'd take a second tight end or a quarterback. We're gonna get one of these quarterbacks. I liked Goddard there. Relax.
Yeah, we got too much at RB. Like if I were to give the critique of this team, it's too much at RB right now because we spent the 2 picks early. Like when you spend those 2 picks early, based off Sims, you don't want to add too much. In this part of the draft.
Oh my God, it's got to be Ward here now.
Yeah, the QB runs go so ugly. Like
yeah. I think we were all in agreement with like Malik Willis there, like a quarterback for sure was fine, but like the Goddard pick.
20 seconds is brutal, guys. I'm just gonna say 20 seconds with 4 guys.
The Astros get 30 seconds. This is horse shit.
Dude, that not being able to choose 30-second clocks is ridiculous. Cam Ward, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, hey guys, I gotta close up. I gotta run, so I'll see you guys.
See you in a little bit here.
See you.
If you guys are still on in half an hour, I'll be there.
We'll be here. I'm committed until 10. So yeah.
All right, bet sounds good. Hey, well, I was to say it's nice to see you. I'll see you later.
See you, Tyler. I'm glad he came in either way. Again, I wanted to see the face. I wanted all 3 of you boys here because I don't know if you guys saw. I don't know if you care this closely. I subscribed on all my channels, like all the Splash Play channels, some bullshit ones to get you guys to 1,000 when you guys were getting there. You deserve it. Like you guys are getting crazy views. Again, I think you're fools for doing too much best ball because best ball. You gotta make money, guys. When you get views, you gotta put
Spags. Now that it's members only, brother, we have secured a redraft sponsorship. Don't you worry, buddy.
Have you? Okay, good. I'm glad because you deserve it. You guys have worked really hard. I want to see that. People in the space, I think, are too excited to try to be streamers, and it's like you should be excited to find a way to make money, and then you should do the things that go align with that. Ideally,
my fundamental is like this show works because we have butting heads, different big personalities, and we're not complete morons, but we're morons enough that are in an endearing way. But we love the games. We love football. We love playing. We love drafting. But that can't be your only why when you've got 100 other channels doing that. And so what differentiates us, we've realized that at our core is us 3. And us 3 can do any show. I don't know that BBG and PPR truly believe that yet. I still think they like the crutch of the drafting, because that's where it started. But I ultimately view this as like some of our other supporters and
he's never said this out loud, by the way.
Interested. I've said this privately and I'm saying it publicly is every supporter has been so awesome. They're why we're here and we're why we're here. And ultimately, I think our trajectory and our growth is focus on us 3 And like ultimately we could do like, dude, we could sit here and do a fucking like NBA pre-show Shaq bullshitting with blah, 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 and just talk the entire time. We could talk redraft. We could talk dynasty. We could talk fucking hot gossip. It doesn't matter because we are going to have fun. We are the show. And I have to push them into, let us just do a show. Let us just have fun, and people will ride with that. It doesn't matter. And I think the best showing was like, a lot of our shows the last 2 months have just been stupid tout, niche fucking drama shit. And people eat that shit up. They love that. And so it's like, you know, getting other sponsors and getting growth. We can't just be a best ball machine, because while we love it, that can't be its only thing. And ultimately, like, you know, we could not draft if people would hang out with us. And that's awesome. I love that.
Yeah, I mean, look, you either could sell the content and hope that that's enough, and you guys clearly are doing that well with the members' videos and like a lot of members going. But I think a lot of it too, for me, is just like finding that year-round touch point you can keep, and then also having some way to funnel people to something that, for me, like Stochastic affiliate makes you money. Now my site memberships of that make money, and then sponsorships on top of that. Sponsorships, if you get those, that's the big one. Like I have an AI company sponsoring me right now, not one of the big ones, but like a new sports-focused one. And like if you can find that, that's the lifeblood. But like I want to see you guys do it, because like I like new content, and like you guys, like the stuff you're doing is like the most AI proof. It's like actual, you know, come town kind of friendship simulator.
It really is Neo come town. In all honesty, it really is. It shouldn't exist, but it does, and that's why it works, I think.
I mean, I watch Come Town bits on YouTube all the time when I'm like ready to go to bed.
I still listen to Come Town. It's fun to go back.
It's a great show. Nick is one of the funniest guys, I feel like.
Nick is so fucking funny.
I kind of like the Trey Tucker Mendoza double, or Bryce with Tet sounds fine.
I like Tucker just fine.
I like Tucker. I mean, Tucker's got a chance of being the new JSN. Like, I don't know if I buy that anybody besides Brock Bowers would be that, but like Tucker's apparently been good in camp, and like he's getting enough usage here. People like are flocking to Naylor, but I think Tucker's worth some shots.
Yeah,
dude, I think
the Naylor contract is overblown too. I honestly think it's not as much money as people like think a wide receiver contract is nowadays.
So my curiosity here is, do we do Bryce with Tet, or do we push
go to
Mendoza to get another receiver or tight end?
I'd be curious to think if Spags thinks Bryce has a chance of getting benched at the end of the season. Like if they're
I don't
playing
think
bad.
so. I mean, they were trending more towards paying him like not high end money, but like pretty close to it.
I kind of agree with the tool saying receiver here and push.
Bryce.
Okay, now I'm back to receiver. Of course, I think I'd go Debo personally. Just BBM, CLV.
I think Jennings will be out on the field a lot because of the blocking stuff he brings, but I like Flournoy too. Whoever you guys want to go with in this range, I can love it.
I like Flournoy.
Flournoy's getting a little camp hype.
Sure.
Like
I'm cool with
put on some muscle.
I'm absolutely fine with that.
I mean, my thing when like push comes to shove, I want players who have flashed and are on really good offenses that can, like, dude, the fact that Jalen Tolbert ran pure and scored like 7 touchdowns as the wide receiver 3 and 4 for the Cowboys a couple of years ago is just like, dude, these top 10 offenses, the ancillary pieces are so valuable. That's why people are drafting like fucking Tesla, despite him not being able to separate worth a damn and earn that many targets. And so I see Flournoy as like a guy that, okay, well, he's earned. Whoop.
Oh, Flournoy was it. That was enough for best ball guy.
I tried to unshare his screen and I fucking booted it.
Oh, well, I mean, look, you should have done that when he was making those shitty RB picks. That would have been more helpful.
Sorry, Eric. I was trying to clear out my
what
screen.
What a power move
from your.
I was like, whoa.
You were still sharing your screen, so I went to clear it and it just kicked you from the.
Oh shit.
Anyway, the wide receiver 3 on the Cowboys feels like a great click, especially when Debo's not signed yet. Yeah, I know he could join any fucking team, but he could also be a 0, and we're still drafting with like a lack of information. So I'd rather just say, hey, let me take the wide receiver 3 that can like score 600 yards and 5+ touchdowns just on a good offense. And then if either one of Pickens or Lamb goes down, we know he's the handcuff guy because he's now locked into 3. And I think the most bullish thing for Flournoy is that we're hearing they're willing to take away from Turpin and take away from these rando like rotation tight end and wide receivers and just make Flournoy like the wide receiver 3 because he's got that yak potential. People forget he's a young guy. He's a 3rd-year breakout, and he's also got elite RAS. Like that is a recipe for holy shit type of like, isn't he kind of like the closest thing to like Jawan Jennings year 5 breakout right now of like a guy we're not even thinking about that could absolutely blow up with the right opportunity at like its 90th percentile outcome?
Yeah, I mean, he showed massive ceiling last year. I thought, like, I was really impressed by some of the big games he had. Like, he had like what 20 points like 2 times, I think, maybe 3. And like he definitely spiked enough for me last year to feel pretty good about it. And he's been a decent target earner per route for a while. Like I'm in on him as a concept. I think too, you know, when you have these guys, you like Ferguson, like Flournoy, and you have direct leverage on Lamb, and Pickens going so much earlier when you get to like the stuff that matters, and also like really good Vegas totals all year for Dallas. Like I kind of thought the defense would be better this year. Vegas seemingly not saying that, but high totals, the wide receiver 3 is so valuable. Is this
automatically changing to members only in an hour at the hour
mark?
I
already changed it to members only.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I'm Mendoza here, so we don't miss out.
Yes, Mendoza. We have JT.
We can probably push quarterback. Yeah. So do we want a receiver?
Oh,
I just take Mendoza.
I need more time to see it. Do we want a third tight end?
Our tight ends are Laporta and Goddard. I think this is a 4 or 5 total running back team, so I don't mind. What are the tight ends you like down here, Spags? If you,
I mean, I'm cool with Helm. I've been taking him a little bit more, especially when we have Cam. I think he's a nice click. I've been low on him, and I like him as a player. But yeah, to me, like any tight end usually will do at this point. Like Hawkinson is fine.
Hawkinson falling a little past ADP and correlates with our Mason stuff. Oh, he goes. Yeah. So I'm Helm with Ward.
Yeah, I think I like Helm. It's gonna be a 3-5-7-3.
Yeah, like I think Helm being ahead of Ferguson makes sense. Like Ferguson, I think the love for him's a little bit too much. Just he's not going to be an every down tight end. I'm intrigued by what he can do as a prospect, but I think it's more you have a lot of touchdown variance runs his way where Helm's going to be out there a lot. And you know, Dable, tight end coach formerly, and maybe the tight end gets involved more.
Yeah. For the audio listeners, real quick, Herbert, Cam Ward, Mendoza, because Emo can't operate the BBC. It's just too much for him. We should have had Burrow. Many are saying Ashton Genty, Hampton, Kenny Gainwell, Jordan Mason. Should have had Goff, but BBG said, give me my RB. Oink, oink, oink. T. Higgins, Ted McMillan, Carnell Tate, DJ Moore, Trey Tucker, Ryan Flournoy, Sam Laporta, Dallas Goedert, and Helm for our double stacked Cam Ward. And BBG, I'm not calling you fat. That's a RB Piggy reference.
I didn't take it that way, so don't worry. I was not
I'm not calling you fat. I would never call you fat to your face.
I'm a little running back hungry piggy, which is so funny because you would never call me that before.
Well, Spags' bit is
that's true. Well, now it's now I take RB as like those guys, but you know, I think you do where the Jordan Mason pick is really like the sliding doors moment for this draft, where I think it would have been real nice. Instead, you need to be a little more cozy, like a little piggy you are. You need to get one more RB in.
I have been known to like to be cozy this year. That's for sure. You get down here and it's so hard to know who to take at running back. I mean, we're getting a little bit more information. We'll see if the guy that I want falls back, but you know, Jaden Blue goes, Ray Davis goes, Marshawn Lloyd. I don't know. These guys are any of them really the confirmed handcuffs? I guess Ray Davis is pretty confirmed, but Jaden Blue and Marshawn Lloyd are still pretty ambiguous. Like there's just not much down here that you have confidence in.
I'm willing to take
it's Lloyd's healthy. He's like a great attitude.
I won't be hurt again, Spags. I won't be hurt again.
I mean, like for me this year, it's like I was not in. I didn't take him at all pre-draft. Didn't take him at all for like honestly the first 2 months of all these various drafts. And now it's like he's healthy. He's getting the Josh Jacobs, at least some of the work with him not out there. So I'm ready to be hurt again by Marshawn.
I win. Someone that does not follow me is taking Keenan Allen in the 17th round in BBM. I win. The touts win. I'm a Keenan Allen guy. Get with the program.
This year, he doesn't want to play anywhere besides the West Coast, and those jobs.
That was said last year. We've heard nothing about his restrictions this year. Be open-minded.
I don't think it changed. That's why I haven't taken him once. Like I was all over him last year.
Maybe the Niners are open now.
Okay, hold on. We're asking for oinks. There you go. You get some points.
Emo, you're gonna go. We're gonna wait for a couple more picks to be made, and then you're gonna do two very easy things after these 2 picks are made.
What are you, my boss now?
Yes,
I am. I'll boot you.
Damn it! There he goes. There goes
Thank
the league
God.
winner. Kalen Black, ladies and gentlemen, appears to be the guy.
Is there anybody here we like? I don't mind Booty.
I do like Kayshon Boutte as a 7th. I liked your case for him. I also like Bateman. I think he's going to play.
I like Hurst too, but I think the other guys are also fine. I don't need DeVito or anything.
Well, I'm okay with this.
Malik Washington, he's still there.
A 4 running back. We could do 4.
Genty though.
Are you
handcuffing that?
I mean, I would take one more receiver, I think, because we did not get enough at receiver.
I think I just load up. I think we lean into Genty, Hampton, Gainwell, Mason.
Yeah, honestly, you should just lean into Genty and Hampton because like that's such a big bet for your first two backs. Like they have to make your roster every week to pay off those ADPs, basically. So that's why you don't you kind of push it further. I think Gainwell is fine, but the Mason, just give people the logic why I'm like a little bit less down on that or more down on that.
Yeah. It's a fragile RB4, but I think like this in this contest, that's totally viable.
Yeah. It's a really good top two.
I like 3-4-8-3.
Sure.
I mean, these running backs are a joke.
And
then they handcuff ourselves.
Singleton, but that's about it.
I take Mike Washington a lot. I don't feel great about it, but he's probably your number 2 there, and it's probably a decent enough rushing offense.
Just go wide receiver. Just go Hurst. That's a
let's go Hurst. I don't want to handcuff Genty personally with a rookie running back, but I think this is a fun way to do it. Is like if you're that high on Kenny and you're that high on Mason, then those are just your 4. And I think that's how you leverage.
PPR came in with the veto for Kenny Gainwell. I'm not that high on him, but I just think Mason's the clear cut goal line running back for the Vikings on a half PPR website. And I just feel like I don't care really what your build is. Like that's one of the best advance rate pieces you can have is just a starting running back that goes in the 10th round. I don't know what the Sims would say about that, but that makes sense to me.
I do kind of want to say that it's a beautiful thing that Spags in his own vacuum has RB piggies, and then our channel has hog maxing. Two very pig related scenarios.
Eccentric. Yeah, and then I'm going to Texas. You live out in Texas. We can do the shooting the pigs from the helicopter thing. You know, we can really do this full circle.
I don't know if you've seen the last few years, but I'm not getting on a helicopter, much less one with guns. That's how I die.
Helicopters have always been an unsafe thing. People just didn't know.
Always been unsafe. All right.
I never thought twice about it.
This was hand build meets BBC meets emo fucks up a stick on clicking.
Wait, do you not like Malik Washington, Tyler?
No, I don't.
Okay.
Here's the succinct. I don't get a 5'8" check down ass slot receiver on what is likely to be a bottom pass volume, pass efficiency offense with a new staff that owes this stupid slot receiver nothing. And I say this as a guy that enjoyed clicking him sometimes his first year or two because of his RAS, which isn't that good. And then on top of that, I think doesn't it make sense for this team to be kind of like a heavy personnel type of team? I don't see them running a lot of 11 personnel with these guys in town. So then are they putting Malik Washington outside? I don't think so. So now it's like the opportunities in question, the profiles in question, the dedication to him is in question because they just need to get whoever is working and playing well to matter. And they've got Bell, Tolbert, like Tutu's obviously just a placeholder, but like Douglas, like there's all these guys that they should just move around the formation and use. And I just don't see by the end of like week 8, 9, or 10 that they have any use for this. Like, I mean, Malik Washington's job is what Achane is and should be. It's just like the outlet, small back, like speed guy, right? Like I just don't get the point.
I mean, he was a really good target earner at Virginia, so that's part of why, like, I think, to me, one of the things I look for, and one of the biggest things that I've found over the years, and it's not always perfect, like Troy Franklin year 1, Quentin Johnson year 1, but then those guys get there year 2, and I'm like, it's just target earning. It's like, if you're a good target earner in college, if you have a decent EPA on top of that, ideally, I am still, a disciple of EPA stuff generally. I think that's generally, where you're going to find the upside for these guys. And with Miami having no top options, if I had to guess, we'll see how Bobby Slowick pulls it off, but that offense is probably going to look a lot like the Packers offense did last year when Malik Willis was playing, which is like super conservative, yeah, but still slot targets to go around. And Malik Willis himself was like hyper efficient, so I think he's going to be better than people think. The defense is going to be a little bit better. They're not going to be a good team, but like for fantasy, Malik Washington being good until Chris Bell is ready to go because of that ACL tear he's coming off of. I like Bell a lot as a long-term prospect. I think he's probably the best receiver in that room. But until then, I think Malik Washington's like probably the guy there, and he's basically free.
That's totally fair. And I think like as a last round pick, to me, I'm just like aim higher. But in this spirit of humility, best ball, usable spikes, points, whatever, it's probably not the worst thing in the world. But I don't know if it's anchored to my priors, and my priors are just correct that it's, and that's the humility thing of like, dude, what is he actually
Debo did sign to the Niners.
Yeah, I've got the tweet pulled up on
bad money though, up to $7 million. You're not even talking Darnell Mooney range.
Yeah, to me, this reads as depth to either like, I think Kirk is the hopeful and he's backing up Kirk or Stribling. I don't think he's like taking their jobs.
We just passed on Debo for Florida. God damn it. It's okay. No, but It's not much money, but he's gonna play. He's gonna play a lot.
All right,
unless it doesn't work out and they cut him, like that's also a little enough money where if you're like, oh, you're bad in this locker room, we don't want you back. I don't know. Seems like a little bit of a hedge kind of amount of money to give him.
Yes. Let's rip another BBM. Let's run this back.
Sure.
Also, Candyman, I see your question. Between 5 and 6 o'clock tomorrow. Everybody fucking texts me while I'm on fucking stream, and it's like, motherfuckers, I'm doing shit.
Wait, so is this Austin trip this weekend?
It's tomorrow, yeah.
Oh, okay. That's exciting. Oh, so you guys are going to be literally meeting up in 24 hours.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I mean, sleeping together potentially. I told my wife I'm gonna make you fucking sleep on the cot because I got a single king.
Was she stoked that I was coming out again? Was she happy to hear that you're hanging out with me?
Okay, here's the order of events that happened. We were talking backstage. I'm yelling at you like I do. I come out and she's like, "Everything okay?" I'm like, "Yeah, we're just talking." She's like, "Sad and angry." I was like, "Oh, it's BBG. He's coming out to Austin." She's like, "Why?" and then I'm like, she's bunking with me. She's like, "What?" She's like, "I don't understand your relationship." And I'm like, "No one does. No one does."
Because you actually don't dislike me. That's the thing. Is we're good
Fake
buddies.
news. Fake news.
We're good. We're good buddies.
Oh, sorry, Bubba.
Wait, so how many people are coming out to that? Who's the
A fucking lot.
What?
Apparently, this sounds like the biggest fucking smattering of slappies. Mac Nova, who won
second place. Using that money for good stuff.
Yeah. That's true. If you understood. So apparently 25 registered people. Charlie, you're hearing right now that BBG is the 26th. I told him to message you.
Charlie, I did message you on Twitter. I don't know if you saw that. But yeah, I'm trying to get on the barge, man. I'm trying to get on the Sunday barge.
Yeah, it's gonna be like 25 to 30 people because like Marilyn, mother of Nathaniel, who was on the Tout Show, is a Toxic Tower member and also going to be chilling in Austin. Wants to come chop it up at the tavern.
Okay.
I just said what bar we're going to be at.
There's been a shocking turn of events, and now I can go to this thing. So
the guy that's putting the event together is not pleased.
Yeah, that's no problem. Let's go. I'm in, baby.
You're in my ass. Yes, he's coming.
I don't know who's going to this thing. Absolutely. Discord DM me. I don't know who's going to this thing, but I will be in the Austin airport at 1:30 p.m. tomorrow, Austin time. And I'm going to be looking for something to do. So
Charlie, if y'all have an airport get together, air ride, share, blah, blah, blah. The broke boy could use it.
Yeah. And then I'm scheduled to leave 7:45. Should be.
It sucks, dick, that we got another fucking 12 spot. That sucks, asshole.
No, it doesn't, man. No, it doesn't. Sometimes you win from the 12.
I want to draft a different team.
Yeah, I would like to get some receivers. It's tough. Like when you draft the 1-2 turn now, it's just like you're stuck in RB hell unless you reach for Drake London or whoever.
I think. Well, we hope the Jefferson or Lamb falls, and we just go Jefferson, Lamb.
So FYI, BBG's got a veto. I've got 2 vetoes, and I think Spags, did you veto twice last draft?
Wait, they carry over? We don't fucking
carry over. It's game theory.
Yeah, they carry over. Yeah, get rollover vetoes.
Genty Cook.
Yep.
Yeah, like that.
All right. That is fun.
Spags, did you veto twice, not including
no, I vetoed once, and then we didn't get the other one off because that was the Burrow
so
one. I didn't use another after that.
You have 2 vetoes right now because I'm giving you PPRs, so use them wisely.
Unless he comes back in. He said 15 minutes, right? He'd be back, so I'll give it back.
I'll believe it when I sees it. This guy missing 5 rounds of a draft to come back and have a veto. I don't know about that. Tariff. I'm putting a tariff on that.
Yeah, I mean, he is running daycare, so.
Yeah, I mean, it's hot as balls in Texas right now. How is it up there in your neck of the woods? Because it's brutal down here, Spags.
Not that bad right now. There was a stretch where it was like fucking 100 every day, like a month ago, and it was not fun. But yeah, now it's like I think it was 85 today, maybe somewhere in that range. So it's
also how's the little monster doing? How's Luca?
He's good. He's 4 now. He's definitely grown into his own skin. Yeah, time flies. But yeah, we got a kitten now too. So we got a 4-month-old kitten, a year-and-a-half-old dog. So 2nd generation of pets for me now. And then Luca's the king of them all. But yeah, he's cool. He's not like he's a good kid. Great hair, long hair, which I love from.
There we go.
Yeah.
Wait, Spags,
is it like all long, Or is it like y'all are doing like a mullet in the back?
No, so he's full. Like, I mean, mine, like, same thing, full length. He actually grows the sides doesn't get the fade like I do.
Gotcha.
But he's got curly hair too. Like, his hair gets a little curly on the end. So good look for him. I think he would have been a model if we stayed in LA, but in Philly, it's all fucking ugly idiots here. There's nobody who's gonna break
Spags, he can move there when he's 13 to become
what state are you in? Sorry.
I'm in Pennsylvania. So we moved to Philly because my wife was having a kid, and she was like, I gotta be near my family. I'm like, well, fuck. We lived in LA. So moved out here, and I've been trapped since. And now the home market's like, and also just how much it would cost to move to LA. I don't know that we're ever gonna get back, but we'll see.
Yeah.
LA is so goddamn expensive.
That's where I gotta fly out of tomorrow.
Oh, where you live?
I live up in Goleta, which is like north of Santa Barbara.
Okay.
But yeah, they want $1,000 to fly out of Santa Barbara Airport or $400 to fly to LAX. So I'm just gonna take the Airbus down to LAX.
Yeah, I mean the math alone makes sense there, but that's a bitch of a ride to have to
It is, yeah. I was, you do get to a point in your life where you're like $300, I mean in totality, because I have to pay for the Airbus fare as well. It's like, all right, do I just spend $300 to not go 6 hours extra of travel in a bus? Maybe, but
yeah, the joys of California not being in the immediate area of LAX. Even if you are in the immediate area of LAX, it's still going to be an hour to get there, like an hour and a half.
No, one of my favorite memes of all time is like the fake video of the guy who's like designing LAX. He's like, yeah, so we're gonna all right, this one's gonna be, we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, and then we're gonna go G, F, E over here. We're gonna put a crosswalk across here, and then there's gonna be a down ramp down to departure here. It's so funny,
dude. I think two of the worst airport experiences I've had are LAX and the Paris airport. Those airports, and the Paris, dude, I think Paris airport might be the worst airport, large airport, international airport in the world. It's awful.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never been to Europe. One of my great shames. I'll save it only for the people. I won't tell them.
Really?
Oh, you gotta get there. I've never been either, but me and you, Spags.
Yeah, we'll take a bros trip. Fuck the ship chasing. Let's go to Europe and
let's go to Greece next summer. Bros trip to Greece. Let's fucking go.
Of course, you want to go to Sodomy Town.
It's just cheap and it's all islands.
All right, so let's go T. Higgins and let's switch it up on this one and go like I don't know what. Jalen Waddle, Terry McLaurin.
What do you like? Garrett Wilson. You wanted Garrett Wilson last time. I like McLaurin the most. I feel like they're pretty.
Oh, say less, my compadre.
They're talking giving him 10 targets a game, and they're not bringing in anybody. Like Ayuk's not going. Ayuk is like got legit mental health issues. McLaurin, I think, is going to be good, and they also the ETR's guy Brandon Thorne rated their O-line top 10 or top 12. I was like, okay, that's a big improvement for a team that desperately needs that.
Notice how it's a pick that Emo wants. He all of a sudden knows how to move the tool out of the way and like click the button and like it's like what?
What are you talking about? I'm just a simple Greek man with the tool.
I'm just greasing up for some butts right now. That's not Greek.
Yeah.
That's not.
Dip your Terry McLaurin in some hummus, buddy.
The tzatziki on my fingers is hard to move the mouse. You call it mouse? Yes, the mouse.
Oh man.
I'm just saying, like Portugal.
Is PPR paid for this week? Like, you know what I mean? Like this show is, making a little bit of money. Like PPR is not showing up all week. What are we doing?
No, you're off the tout show now. You don't have BBT. You don't have to bury him.
It's still Toxic Tower. Yes, I do.
No, what people don't understand is they're like, wow, they're really cranking it up here. I'm like, no, this is just very authentic hatred. And by the way, for you of all
if I did this, you'd fucking kick me off. You would kick me off. I missed 2 shows in a row back to back. You'd kick me off.
The reason why I'm not roasting him, nor would I roast you, is that I knowingly booked these guests for their times with a chance that his stupid schedule would come into play. And if your schedule's your schedule, and to his credit, he has tried to join from his job. So I'm cutting him some slack. This is called growth. I'm trying to grow, but also, now how it feels for you right on the fucking tip of BBG week. You disappear for 10 days. And we have to fill you for 3 shows.
I went on a planned vacation everyone knew about. Had it booked for like a whole half a year.
How fun for you.
What? You can take a vacation, Tyler. We can host the show without you, I promise.
How bad do you want it? That's the question you got to ask.
Yeah. First of all, this is the peak of grow the fucking channel. Second of all, I don't get to just leave my job.
I went at the beginning of July. That's like the most downtime there is. There's nothing going on.
Eric, I have 130 employees still. I can't go anywhere right
Well,
now.
trust me, dude. This is why I left the Fishbowl, because when I brought this little week-long vacation to my boss, she looked at me and said, yeah, well, okay, so what we're going to, like, even though I'm using my PTO that I have accrued at this company, it's like, yeah, no, okay, so what we'll do is we'll, like, double your classes before you go, and then once you get back so that you can kind of make up for the fact that we're covering your classes. I'm like, no, I'm not really interested in doing extra work because I'm using the thing that comes with the whole reason I took the job, which is like PTO and benefits and all this stuff. I just,
and you're about to go on another fucking trip in the middle of draft season.
What to Austin?
No, you said you're going to be gone in the middle of August.
Yeah, I'm not going anymore, man. Not going anymore.
Oh, see. Sorry.
Yeah, sorry.
His balls.
Was there a breakup? Am I reading the two?
Yeah, so there was a breakup. Yeah.
Oh, sorry, man.
I got dumped on Monday.
He and his boyfriend broke up.
This week. Oh, well, I'm sorry, man.
No, it's all good. I mean, I don't even know what to say. A lot of people know these are the members only. I didn't announce it in the Discord, but
you know, you could have this pick, man. Why don't you?
Pity has no place on the tower.
Jaden and Parker for week 17. Jaden and Parker week 17.
I like that. You like that, Spags?
Yeah, that's great. I think it's whatever BBG needs in this important this time. You just need to be emotional. I just watched Spider-Man today. You're not alone, man. We are here. You're seen. You are not forgotten. Don't forget.
No more of this fucking BBG pity Make-A-Wish week, man. I'm sick of this.
I didn't mean to, dude. It does suck. Like, people know I literally like cut my channel off, like did a bunch of stuff to, like, people saw me. I would be like, yeah, I'm gonna go hang out with her. I'm not gonna stream this week, whatever. Like, to stay, we're about to go long because we went long distance. Essentially, is what happened. And I told her that this was. I didn't tell her this, but I did allude to the fact that this is going to be very hard. Like, you getting a new job, moving out of the city, go to a different city that we're now long distance here. And sure enough, yeah, it was 1 month in, and the relationship just like fully disconnects. It's just hard to maintain a relationship, like FaceTiming someone throughout the week and then seeing each other for like a day and a half on the weekends.
Because she doesn't see the vision of Hendo breaking the slate this year, and that's really the issue.
I know. I know. She doesn't see the vision.
You gotta go above and beyond and be committed to doing it, which is a lot.
Dude, and I thought we were, because I have done it before and I was like ready for it, but I put too much faith in her. I got sweet talked into really believing that like this was going to be forever kind of a thing, and like we have this whole plan. And
well, I will say,
and I do think she did believe that. I just don't. I think once she got there, she was like, oh yeah, this is.
Yeah, I mean, I will say, you're a good-looking guy. You're in Southern California. There are worse places to be in the world in terms of those things. You seem like you might need more money than you currently Southern California is. It is a bitch to be. I tell you, when I moved out there, I was broke as shit. I had to pay $20K for my dog to get kidney surgery out of pocket, and I'm like, did not help out when I was moving out there. And
that'll do it. Yeah.
But yeah, like, it sucks, but also, there's always where there's crisis, there's opportunity. And I think you've got a good head on your shoulders. You'll be
okay. Yeah. We'll be all right. We'll be all right.
It's not the worst time to like. Okay, first I have many thoughts. First of all, remind me, how long were y'all together before you went long distance?
6 months only. Yeah.
So that's a tough thing to like. You either start out long distance and then get to the end point, or you are together a long time and you've got a short point with an end goal to go long distance. You were in like the worst spot, in my opinion, to be like right in the meat of the early stages of like the serious part of a relationship to then go so distance is like a really, I think that there's no worse sequencing of events for those things. As like my wife and I started long distance. We met in person. She lived 6.5 hours away from me for almost a year before moving in with me. But like our end goal was like, if this works the travel works,
well, you
will move in with me, and then like we'll go. Like,
dude, I'm not. We had a whole plan. I'm not. I don't really want to like air all this out. I mean, granted,
obviously not.
Only, we went in with like a plan. Like,
bang! Hey, see, I knew he'd come back.
This is much better. Just
the veto's been returned.
No, the veto.
Do I have a veto in this draft? Do I have a veto?
No.
Yeah, you do. Give him
We haven't made our 7th round pick yet.
Tariffs, no vetoes after round 6.
I was in the car and I saw Debo. He's a Niner again. I knew he'd go back to California. A lot of liberals.
Fat Debo back to the Bay Area.
I mean, what was our initial reaction? That's pretty electric.
We did great for Debo.
Yeah. I mean, I have a ton, so I'm pumped.
All right, we're on the clock. What do we like here?
I'm a little
Addison. Oh, week 6.
I like Reed. I mean, I think we need a little more at receiver.
Yeah, I like Reed. I like Reed.
Double tap receiver, or do we grab
Godwin or Downs? But I think any receiver should be fine.
I think I would go Reed and Kraft. Just get the tight end too.
Oh, that's kind of fun. Little Packers thing. I'm cool with that.
It's fine. Cool.
And I'll buy into the Spags. We took running back first, second round. Let's really lean into that. Let's push it. Let's push it the distance. I just always run into the problem where if like you don't grab the Jordan Mason tier, like the next tier is like Woody Marks and stuff. And I'm like, that is so much lower down.
But the team is fucked if the top 2 guys don't go off. Like that's really the most important thing is you're taking them around 1 and 2. So you've passed up all those RBs, all those receivers. So you kind of need them to be the nuts anyway. So like that's the thing the Sims taught me is like you just got to lean into that and just deal with it and try to get the draft capital line as best you can. Make up at receiver, make sure QB and tight end are still covered. And then you go back to RB. And I think now we can go back to RB like the next round, and that would be a good RB3 kind of tripod.
Right.
I think that's the thing. I think the thing that I didn't articulate well that I do think the Sims has taught really well and shows when we're talking about grading, even like hand wave projections and shit, it is that having a guy who can finish in the top 5 of his position in your arsenal in that position on your roster is a good thing. So by taking a tight end at that, whether it's Kraft or Laporta, allows us to like, same thing with Daniels of like, hey, our ones at least have elite potential for ceiling outcome, and that's important and that's good. I'm a reformed QB pusher and punter. I'm a reformed tight end punter. Even though I think there are still some viable ways to do that, it's obviously like lacking a little bit of juice, but we've been wrong by that. But like just from a projection standpoint, it's nice to have like a Kraft, Laporta, Fannin, or Pitts type of like spike ceiling potential for a full season and also a single game. And I think that's one of the things that goes underappreciated when you're like looking at like how to build it is like, yeah, tight end is very volatile, but that doesn't mean that like having guys that can absolutely break it one way or the other is not, a bad thing.
Just having the foundation. It's like the most important thing. And I think like that's the Sam Sherman way of drafting, which I kind of poo-pooed in the time. And it's like, well, you know what? Fuck it. Should have listened to him 4 years ago. And I would have been probably lost a little bit less money in that process.
When the field was dumber, how much more money we could have won. Also, I do just want to point out, I do think BBG is using me as his slump buster, and I will be watching that. I'm a married man. Second of all, don't feel bad for BBG because the last time that we hung out with him in Houston in December, it is factually true. 2 witnesses did see 2 different groups of women hit on him and buy him drinks. That said, the lovely black ladies at that restaurant were horny for all of us at that table, and that made the Eagles feel really
that's an emo thing.
This fucking guy, we're talking about BBG, and emo at every fucking opportunity finds a way to make it about himself. It's uncanny the way he does it. It's unfucking believable.
Sell yourself. Always be selling, baby.
See, I would say like to me, the thing should just be like, I get, the bit here, you're gonna bust each other's balls, but I feel like if BBG's not, he's not down that bad, but like, he's still down. Like that.
Fuck, dude,
I'm tires for a couple of days. Like, be a bro. You're on stream enough. These are probably your closest guy friends you talk to like on a regular basis, just a time.
Well, I never met him, so.
I've also never.
Jordan Love for the double for sure. Let's just make him the first pick, and then let's talk about it.
Get pity out. What do you like, Spags?
Yeah. It's got to be Love for the first one. Whatever. I mean, I feel good about the baseline we have here. I feel like you guys probably want another RB, right?
I'm down to hit him. I'm down to hit him with the white.
I think Rachaad White's interesting. We don't have to do that fourth one like I kind of forced us into.
Am I crazy for liking Wandale a lot at this cost?
Yes.
No, his former coach is now his OC.
I like Pitts has same bye week with Pitts.
I vote White.
Let's go White. Let's
hit him with the White.
Gainwell's probably a more fun player. Like I feel like he'll be more fun than White, but White, can do 3 downs. Like that's always a thing that just keeps guys out there more than you want.
Yeah.
See, money push that RB. Okay. We just said it. Yeah, we already fell apart. The plan already fell apart.
Sorry if you mentioned this already, real quick. So for the ship chasing meetup, isn't that like an invite thing, or is BBG like crashing this thing?
He's kind of crashing, but we know the organizer, and also he rides with me. And no matter what I say about Pete, I am ship chasing royalty. So I get to fling my dick around a little bit.
Go over so poorly.
I'm not gonna lie, BBG might be the talk of the town after that weekend.
Dude, I do everything for the tower. Put it on the business card. Why did I have to just put this on my own personal credit card? Put this in the business account. This really is a business meeting. Emo, we could get 45% of our money back on taxes with this. Come on.
Right, hold on.
Focus up, dude.
Hold on.
We started this. We have an LLC. I should have put this on the freaking. We need a. You know what?
No, see, this is why I don't have a company credit card, because you're gonna pull some shit like this.
Why don't you guys want to hang out with me? Hang out with me. Don't go to Austin and come to Minnesota.
Fuck you. We try to get you in Houston. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, Tyler, you'd be the real star there because you outlasted these guys. Like they're just, they're all star fuckers at this.
I've already bought 2 plane tickets this summer. I cannot afford a third.
Spags, you're aware he died on the show and I resurrected him. You're aware of that, right?
No, I'm aware, but he's still like there hasn't been a finale, right?
There was no one that outlasted. I came in like Viagra and got him back up. That's what I did.
I know you sacrificed. I mean, but you also knew you weren't gonna win, so you're being a martyr.
He
anyway.
claims that, but like after he saved
he wasn't
me in,
gonna win.
Call backstage, he's like we're going head to head. He's like, I'm not pulling any punches here. There was like a moment backstage where it was like it's me versus him. There was a moment.
Do you know how people say that you're like intimidating or whatever? I think it's because you sit really close to the camera.
Do you know how
who the fuck's intimidated by this guy?
Arms length from the camera. What are you talking about?
But why is it like this?
Then they meet him in person. They realize he's 5'6".
First of all, slanderous lines. Second of all, I told you backstage I'm coming for you, so you didn't think you didn't have to bring it. Because the second I end that call, my wife goes, "How'd it go?" And I'm like, "Oh, I'm toast. I'm out. I brought PPR back. I'm gone."
You knew you were losing to me. That's true.
It wasn't to you, asshole. It was that I was never a part of the calculus.
Well, I still don't even know what a tout is, to be honest with you.
You're looking at
this is really what it is. I don't have. This is just me, baby. This is just me.
Honestly, Spags, you're a really good tout for whatever a tout is. Absolutely,
whatever it is, you're really good at it.
I mean, well, I think tout used to be negative, and it got reclaimed. Like it's one of those things where like, oh, women
used to be real derogatory. Yeah,
but it's like
I was watching Spags with Flock more than anything in the very beginning. That was like the true starter.
I was never on with Flock.
No. I mean, just trading off those 2 channels. When I was just watching.
I was going to say, when was he?
No. Laughing together.
I hate that guy.
It was how I got my information.
Wait, Spags, what the fuck did you just say about my boy?
Oh, is he your boy? Sorry, I don't think that I think more. No, you know what? I think he sucks. I think he's like he's the guy that made everybody think they could fucking do this, and it's not as easy as he made it.
It's funny. I started doing this because I saw him do it. And I was like, I can fucking do this. It actually started like a negative way. I was like, this guy can do this. I can fucking do this.
Okay, real talk. How high do we think Debo's going now? Oh, did Debo already go?
Yeah, he's got to be gone. He's gone.
Is he?
Yeah, Debo.
Wow, people are sharp, dude.
He went begging for a reason too.
I'm
like Diggs. He's just the next
Diggs or Shahid. What do you
Diggs
like?
first?
Let's go Diggs first. I'm okay with Diggs.
He's gonna land on the Commanders anyways, who we have stacked, so that's good.
The thing is, like, if he were gonna land somewhere, he would have landed there already. It's now injury. You're kind of waiting.
I know. I kind of agree.
Really?
Do we want to go Shahid or another tight end?
That changed quick.
I like tight end here. Do you want to like Ferg? I kind of like Ferg over or Chig stack.
Yeah, Chig or Ferg.
Chig. Yeah, stack up Chig.
Sure. Yeah, just go all in on the Commanders.
Chig might be a monster, man. Like if he gets those Ertz touches, he can run after the catch. Like he's fast. Hey,
who would you rather have, Spags? Would you rather have Chig or Najee Harris?
I mean, easily Chig. I think was a bit here.
We watched a tower stream from February when we were doing a big board draft, and
there's no context to any of this.
BBG was like, "This is before Chig. We want some nobody free agent tight end over Najee Harris."
That's a tough one, man. Najee got rumored.
It was brutal. It was brutal at the time, but like, I don't know, man. I went into this big board season the way I should have gone in 2 years ago when Jacobs and Henry and all these guys were free agents, and you just draft all of them because they're going to sign somewhere. They're going to be uber valuable. And look, I said in the beginning, I'm going to have big misses, but some of these teams are going to be so fucking good. And then a lot of those teams now have like, Aaron Jones at 180, David Montgomery at 120. Rashad White at like 150. Yeah. Like those are usable teams.
Wait, but
then where does that go?
Right now. Where does that extend to the tight ends? The same thesis extended for those guys. The tight ends.
I did not. Well, I didn't get burned by tight ends who signed to random teams 2 years ago, so it wasn't as ingrained in my brain.
You're not going to get as high as like a good RB signing or receiver signing would anyway.
Nez.
Yeah, and also, I mean, he got literally the nut spot, dude. Like if he went to anywhere else, I don't know.
Nez, how high?
That's a fair take.
How high do we think Debo goes, and where do we think we're willing to take him or not? And that's what I'm curious about.
I mean, that lack of money, like just $7 million is so fucking nothing, and he wanted at least 12, 13, probably. Like I don't know.
I'm willing to take
play the game. Let's name some receivers. Who we take? So Debo went 9-10 in this draft. Golden or Debo?
Debo, but I'm not a Golden guy. So
Downs or Debo?
Downs.
Yeah, Downs. Easily Downs.
Debo or Addison?
Addison.
Okay, so let's go back. Let's go Debo or Wandale. You're a Wandale guy.
Wandale.
Wandale.
Debo or KC.
If Debo does what Wandale does either the last,
I feel like honestly where he went is probably just fine.
Also, Wandale got like 2x the money.
Like I'm probably taking Debo over Myers, Dubs, Shakir, KC, like that tier. Like it's probably like right next to Wandale seems good.
Well, see, I like Dobbs and Concepcion better, but I will take Debo over Myers, I think, for like potential upside. I don't love Higgins. Dude, Flournoy at 122.
Everyone's asking what this does to Stribling. I'm asking what it does to my boy Kalen Black.
We're taking Caleb Black in the 15th round on this team.
So unnecessary.
And we also need Stribling here.
My Kalen Black bags are packed and ready to go. We are already set.
I think this is just to me, Debo signing Diggs going to the Niners would have been great for him. It would have been a little bit of a ding for Evans, but I was really hoping for Washington, but I'm glad it's not Washington because like Terry now, or Diggs can sign a Terry. Jesus Christ. Debo going back to Washington would not have hurt Terry too bad. Diggs can absolutely do that.
Washington didn't want him back though. Like they were pretty clear.
That didn't seem like they wanted him back at all.
Is there a running back we like here? We got to take one of them, I think.
Let's go Bigsby.
Can we just take Tank? Just take Tank.
Yeah.
What do you like, Spags?
I want to see what the sun says. I think.
Charbonnet.
No.
I like Sharps. If we need to finish the RB room, he'll be back soon.
Veto.
Doesn't even have him in the
Veto.
No Tank. Oh, Tank Bigsby.
Yeah,
Charbonnet's gonna get touchdowns.
All right, and now let's go. And now let's go Charbonnet. I'm with Charbonnet. On
no, fuck.
Now we have to RB. That's fuck you guys.
No,
Charbonnet.
This is sick.
Emo, this is what I'm talking about, bro.
We need more receiver.
1 week ago, if we don't have a fucking guest on the show, you are
Vito Tucker. Shut the fuck up, you insolent whore. Let me cook, you loudmouth motherfucker.
I retract my previous statements.
Jesus Christ.
I retract my previous statements.
First of all, here's the thing. The Toxic Tower has to walk a fine line of let the guest feel comfortable, but don't let the guest feel too goddamn comfortable. So I put a name in the queue just in case to cover my ass as I go get the guy I fucking want. All right?
Emo, great pick. Great veto.
Yeah. And also, we're good at QB right now. We didn't really need Stroud. Like, we got Love, we got Jaden. We'll get one more at some point.
That's why I wanted to go Tucker to set up a Mendoza double. I think that
I love Mendoza, man. I hate that he's not starting right now. Like, I get they have to do the Kirk Cousins thing, but like he is so good. Like he graded out of all the rookies coming in. He's number 2 for me behind Jaden out of all the rookies in the last 5 years. So I'm in on Mendoza. Yeah.
Let's go.
You had him above
most drafted player. I got 30% of him. I think him above Caleb Williams?
Yeah. Caleb was actually pretty bad his last year at USC. Like the accuracy was really low. For me, accuracy is really important. EPA is really important. He just had too many mistakes. Okay.
Well, so what did you see with Mendoza? You're just talking like the accuracy and EPA?
Accuracy. Yeah, he gets the ball exactly where it has to go, like a high on target rate, high catchable ball rate. Those are the two things that I think are most important for a QB. And then when he does run, it's super efficient. He doesn't run very often. But like the passing really efficient, plus EPAs at every level, under 10 yards, plus 10, 10 to 20 plus. Yeah. So like that's what you're looking for is a guy who can get it everywhere. And then frankly, a Kubiak offense, like I don't think Vegas is going to be good this year, like in terms of like being an actual good football team. But if they were good for fantasy, I just wouldn't be shocked. Like big coaching upgrade,
I think
top
it's a lot of upside for like, and also what we see with like rookies is they tend to potentially scramble more than we think, and that unlocks like something that. But like Coombs is such an easy quarterback, like system. It's a dome, and their playoff schedules like and right now Vegas, it's like I think it's the closest thing we will get to like bottom 2 rounds like Bo Nix of like we're just. The market doesn't care for some reason or whatever. Same thing with like Shuck and Dart of like the market just being like, they're not going to start right away. We don't care. It's the closest thing we're going to get to that in this quarterback landscape. I think it's an absolute jam.
I have some questions about Mendoza's passing. Just like I'm not saying I'm fading him, but like I do have questions because that last year at Indiana, I mean, that offense did seem pretty QB friendly. It's a lot of RPO stuff, and then honestly, a lot of his big plays and a lot of his explosive plays were kind of just like 50-50 balls, like back shoulder fades, go route type stuff to Surratt and then Charlie Becker, who might be as like a borderline first round pick receiver next year. And then like it was just, spam. Like we kind of saw the switch from when it was Omar Cooper's second to last year at Indiana, where he was kind of the outside guy and Surratt was the inside guy. He was running all the RPO slants and stuff. And then it's Cooper in that role in that slot a lot more that year after. And Cooper's obviously a lot better, in the slot than I think Surratt ever was. But I don't know. I really do think that Mendoza had a lot of help around him. And like, I don't know. I have questions. I wonder how his game translates to the next level. It'll be fun to see. I do like the player, though. I think he's a good player.
They need Bowers to be good. Like they need that alpha receiver. And I'm thinking Bowers is like that guy. Could be, again, a JSN in this offense if you're going to try to make the 1-to-1 comp. So that'd be my hope. But yeah, like Mendoza, I agree. Like he had a lot of talent. They were also really old players, which for college is like kind of your cheat code now. But I think for Mendoza, it's just, did you do it? Like in basketball, like, did you get usage? In football, did you get targets? Like, did he do it? He did it. So like, I think that's.
I like Barner here.
If we're going legit competition.
Ugh.
Barnyard push. 5 rushing touchdowns.
Yeah, we just need a receiver probably. But yeah, we can do a tight end.
Anyone but Ridley, please God. You pick it. Ferguson's fine too. I want to go with him.
Yeah, I like Barner over Ferguson.
Barner's fine.
Right. Let's go receiver. Is Booty here? Is Booty here or no? Or Wicks? I think Wicks is a great pick.
Booty's here.
Wicks is a good
I would
one.
go Wicks. I'd go Wicks over Booty, but I love Booty. Pause.
Wicks is going to come up too because he had like one really nice catch today. Like Wicks is going to go in the fucking 170s because that's how.
Dude, that catch was insane.
It was a really good catch. Like, and they need a guy like him too who could just get open and move the sticks. Like I think Wicks, there's opportunity, but like I think Lemon's really good. So I don't know how much Wicks.
I think the Wicks upside right is like if they run a good amount of 12, it sounds like he might be the 12 outside guy because of size and because of the trust, and then that's just more opportunity for him in some consolidated tight formations, and we've seen him have a 2-touchdown game because he's trusted in the red zone.
Yeah, he got a shitload of targets on Green Bay too. Like I think people always slept on the fact like per route he was getting targeted more than any of the other guys, and that's a skill that moves with you for the most part.
Talking about skills that move with you, we have a very special game we play on the Toxic Tower. Fuck, marry, kill the Toxic Tower co-hosts. Go.
All right, this is a tough one because obviously I feel like emo cowboy Tyler, I know the most. I'd be inclined to go with the marry for him because I feel like it'd be workable. Again, basketball guys, he's hot on the market now. He's fresh. Tyler, literally fresh meat. I mean, we're talking basically jail bait here, which I think does stand out. I'm gonna err on the side of wanting to pump best ball guy's tires. I will fuck best ball guy. I will unfortunately kill you, Tyler. You have a lot going on in life. You got a lot of years ahead of you for people who want to fuck you. Best ball guy needs this win, so I'm gonna give him the win of getting the fuck me.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'm your rebound. He gets to fuck me and my old balls.
Just so you know, PPR has been killed every single time without fail. He's 100% kill rate. He's like
we have had over probably 12 guests play this game. And it's people in the industry, it's people, the members from the chat. Every single one of them has killed me. Not one has not killed me. Every single one. 12
if he had not gotten dumped on Monday, it would have been closer, and I think I would have gone you with like he's young but like it's because that's all guys like handsome, like he's got enough, but like now this week he doesn't have enough, so that's why I'd like to fill his cup more.
Pity fuck.
Thank you.
Yeah, a little bit of a pity fuck, but also he's getting free drinks.
I would just say, like, yeah, I think it's been like
going out to Austin.
It's been like 85% marry emo, 15% to 20% fuck to marry ratio for BBG, and it's 100% murder rate for our boy.
Well, it's also like for you too, you're married. Like it's a thing when you have a kid, like you realize, oh, I could tell this person doesn't fucking have a kid because they're saying X, Y, or Z thing. So when you're married, like you've got that skill built up, whereas these guys, they're not trained enough. That's why guys get anybody to marry.
Okay, we're using the word train a lot, and I want to clear something up. I'm a fucking bucking bronco. You better fucking bet your ass. I'm happier.
Get off the stream and you lay down like a little teacup dog next to your wife.
I'm gonna whisper this into the microphone because my wife is back from the gym.
Yeah, exactly. You can't be loud because you're a little teacup dog.
My marriage would be a lot happier if I would be trainable and cooperative. I am not.
This guy's a dog off the leash.
Fuck it. You know what? Then I change it. Kill emo cowboy. Other Tyler gets married now.
Lock it in.
That's the most. You know what? Fuck that. That's the most pity ass fucking.
That's a pity.
Marriage is brutal. Fuck it. Pity marriage is brutal. Are you, Spags? Are you taking a random third quarterback down here? Your BBC says to do that sometimes. I'm curious. What
if you're short on capital and you feel good at the other positions, I would just do it. I mean, I know Sidekick thinks the same thing, but.
Well, if you do that, are you a brisket or a Tua guy?
Do we have a Falcon or Cardinal at all?
It doesn't even matter. Like
Diggs could be a Falcon, actually.
He could be a Falcon.
To be a Falcon is very
but like there's no guarantee Tua starts. I mean, Brissett, I think now that he's in camp, obviously
I think Brissett's
I agree with that. Yeah. And he looked good last year too for fantasy. Even if you just get 8-10 weeks out of him, it could be usable.
I think Brisket has sneaky upside because they could put back out there and look like trash and then be like, we're still gonna lose the Brisket. So let's just.
Dude, I cannot wait to hate watch Carson Beck in this Hall of Fame game. I'm so excited.
He's gonna be so bad. All right, who's the other receiver we want?
I think we're running back.
Are we?
Yeah, I think.
Black. Is Kalen Black there?
Yes, I wanted to veto for him. Okay,
I'm blue. Veto blue.
There. He's gone. Kalen Black is gone.
What?
Oh, veto Marshawn Lloyd.
No, he's there. No, he's there.
Take Kalen Black. Take Kalen Black. I won't veto.
No. If you want Marshawn Lloyd, get
I want Black. I want you guys to get Black.
Well, we do have Jordan Love. I don't hate it.
I don't hate that either.
Yeah, I mean, either way, you're just hoping the starter gets hurt. They're both.
I vote Black. Black's my vote.
You go Black. It is the BBC. Go Black. You won't go.
All right, go Black. You never go back.
It is. I'll veto Black.
It's the big Black champion. Jaden Daniels, Jordan Love, Jacoby Brissett, Ashton Genty, James Cook, Rashad White, Tank Bigsby, Kalen BBC. T. Higgins, Terry McLaurin, Parker Washington, Jaden Reed, Stephon Diggs, Trey Tucker, Dontavian Wicks. And then we've got Kraft, Okonkwo, and Barner.
I think we're a little too light at receiver in both drafts if I were to give like the real feedback. But,
I agree.
But it's still, you got to find a middle ground for these guys. Again, you want to be cozy.
That's where the third quarterback comes into play. It's like, do you need it there? Do you need the Brissett?
So a lot of times in a sim, you need a third QB more than you realize because QBs miss 1 week. You need those points. Some guy has a bad week. That guy might give you 10 when somebody else gave you 1. So it matters more than you realize in a sim.
I agree.
You could critique.
Would you take away Kalen Black and just stop it with Tank Bigsby there as your fourth? Or would it come out of the AJ Barner?
I would usually get at least a 2-5-7-2 base and then kind of have those other ones as floaters where wherever I'm weakest, I want to then apply. It usually ends up being another third tight end and, a third QB. But if you got your QBs early enough, then you don't have to.
Big question I actually have, is there like when you're tacking on that late tight end, because my thing is like, I'm trying to establish if I'm going a third tight end by like round 16. If as soon as Freiermuth's off the board, I hate all those guys. Who are like the late round 18 tight ends that you're clicking? Because that like is something that I need to know.
Gesicki's still one. I think in Njoku.
I'll click him sometimes, but like the true like as soon as like Stowers, I guess too, but
Stowers I like a lot, man. He was a monster target under at an SEC school that sucked, and he still got fed the ball and caught it, and they want to get rid of Goddard real bad. Like I'm surprised they didn't do it this offseason. But they like he's on a 1-year deal. They barely got to that 1-year deal, so I think they would love Stowers to kind of come in and be good right away. So I take him sometimes, but I think to me, like more of the Gesicki, there's kind of a theoretical upside there. He's shown it before. And Njoku, I think, is still undervalued. Like, I don't know. We made a lot of Charlie Kolar jokes, but like Njoku legit is a guy who has a ceiling. Kolar doesn't. I would take Njoku every time.
And I want to say, Mr. Brad, you know what's really, really good process? Taking 2 running backs with your first 2 picks, taking another running back at the top, in the top 100, essentially, and then double tapping late RBs who are both fringy to matter at all, rather than adding even just one quarterback spike to this roster can help it either advance to the regular season or through the playoffs. I think we've definitively come enough way with data to say that it's obviously better process to add 1 to 3 random quarterback spikes at all, because it's called best ball, scoring the most points, and that's to get you across the finish line and to get you into the finals. And 100K to first in the regular season is not nothing, but it's also you get into the playoffs and then you let chaos reign supreme. If you end up in a fucking pod with a bunch of teams that have dead players, it doesn't matter if you have one quarterback that's not starting in that, because it helped you get into there. And that's one of the things that I think the Sims have shown out. And anecdotally, we've seen, we've seen 4 fucking QB teams win. So it's you've seen more robust quarterback rooms make it into the playoffs and win in the finals than you have thin ass running back rooms with hopes and prayers at the end of the draft. And that hurts me, because I used to be that garbage bin fucking monkey for fucking dipshit running backs and telling you how they're going to hit. And it's just take the points sometimes.
No, I do that.
Let's run these through BBM DB and see what it gave us.
All right. I mean, I agree with Spags that I think we're a little light at wide receiver. If we get higher than a C, I'll be surprised.
Yeah, I think this is probably, I'd guess a B for maybe both of them, but I don't know.
I love a B.
Yeah, I mean, it is tough to have good wide receivers when you start at the end of the draft. That is really the main.
I mean,
problem.
the 12 spot, you really have to call your shot on what runs.
We went rounds 3 through 5, hitting them. Even got Reed in the 7th. So yeah, we did our thing. We got 4 through 7, and
I think I almost vetoed for Wandale over White, and I regret not doing that.
It's all right. At least Sharps didn't end up on this team.
Yeah, the Sharps thing.
Again, I think White the Mason pick.
I don't think Sharps gets in until week 10 or 12. I really don't. And the one way I'm wrong about
get through to then though, because they trust him so much on that team, and he is still a good blocker, and Jadarian Price, I think it has juice, but they didn't use him at all in the pass game last year. And they had Love, obviously, but to not use a guy at all kind of speaks that you don't think he can block. Usually guys don't start blocking as a pro and get good at it. I don't know. I think that's tough for him. And I think Charbonnet probably sucks up the goal line work no matter what. I agree he's not a fun click, but if you have a team, an RB that's got 4 guys that can carry you through, having him for that stretch run, if he puts up 2 touchdown games here and there, I think it's just going to be nice.
I think that's where I struggle with it, because unless it was if it was a reconstruction, not a repair, the repair is how he returns early and kind of bones me on year 1 efficiency, ramp up, and return. But it looks like, all intents and purposes, because we forget that he got a surgery a month after the injury. So to me, that's a reconstruction, not a repair. But that is the one unknown. And then he does not have an elite athletic profile. He's not 25 or younger. So all of those historically point to median to long in return timeline. So week 10 to 12 earliest. And then we're talking about a 4 to 6 week physical ramp up to get to 70 to 100% maybe, but again, not 25 or under, not elite athlete or not. He's a great athlete, not an elite athlete. Those things likely mean not return to 100%. It's a volume driven position, fine. But then it's is he actually getting all the goal line work over the first round Price who's got size, or are they splitting it? And if they're splitting it, okay, so then what value is he adding if he's getting 8 to 12 touches a game, the occasional red zone touch, and he's not quite himself until the actual playoffs? Then you are just hoping for a 2 touchdown game. And then at that point, almost any fucking running back can do that, right? So but I'm not getting that until 10, 12 weeks into the season at the earliest. That's where I struggle with it.
I think there's whiffs of Caleb Johnson for Price to me, where I just don't think he's a complete back. And to play in year 1 and play a lot, you have to be a complete back, because you keep seeing those guys get jerked around. Unless they bring really special talent and one capacity, they end up, and even then you might end up being a sub 10 touch a game back. Where Charbonnet, I agree, he's not electric, but he is a plus EPA guy. He makes the right plays. They trust him in pass pro. They trust him on the goal line. Like, I think that's something that gets a little bit underrated because these guys aren't ever fun clicks. Like last couple years, Kareem Hunt for KC, Latavius Murray for Buffalo. Like you keep seeing these absolute dog shit backs that the coaches trust get high volume, high value work, if not high volume. So that's sort of be my belief for Charbonnet. But yeah, look, I think you can play it either way. The price tag for Price though is like a little rich for me. I think
I think where I struggle with the Caleb Johnson thing is that again, the problem is Helani is not a block, a block to playing time and being good. Neither is Emmanuel Wilson. First round capital versus second round capital, not nothing.
Third round capital.
Thank you. Caleb Johnson, third round capital. People wanted him to be second. So thank you. So first round draft capital. We know that you're going to, just historically, you're going to get more opportunities than not, more often than not, as a first rounder. On top of that, he is running like RB drills, at least in the passing game we saw it with the second team. I don't know if he's done with the first team.
No, the report came out that he ran with the first team today. He was the first running back.
There you go. Yeah. I'm saying pass drills. I've only seen him do it with the second team.
Yeah.
He caught that wheel route touchdown or whatever. And then the other thing that I struggle with, he's got the size for it. And then again, the thing that bones Caleb and some of these other guys is Kenny Gainwell's an actual pass threat and he's a good blocker. Jalen's very from day one, right? From day one, they were like, oh, he's not better than our two guys ahead of him. From day one, it's Price and a bunch of undrafted free agents. So that's where the opportunity of it seems like Price will have 10 to 12 weeks of the regular season and the entirety of camp and the entirety of preseason to prove his mettle. And he has to really suck. Now, this was my thesis for JJ McCarthy last year. It's he has to really suck not to hit. And guess what? He really sucked. So I understand that there's flaws to that. And that's why I've just started kind of taking Warren and Ramondre overpriced it at some points.
But Zach Charbonnet is potentially a close call to start to be back for week one.
To Spags' point, I think I am underrating that in a lot of these contests, all the money is at the very end. And if Charbonnet is out on the field and is getting even 40 to 60% of
the just like BBG's point when we're trying to take Neighbors in the fourth round, you guys won't let me take him. I need Terry.
There was not a single fourth round Neighbors. No, there was not a single fourth round Neighbors.
Third round Neighbors. I was all over it. And every single time I was like, he literally is going to project the best when you get to the playoffs. You might be hard to get there, but he will be one of the best players to have in the playoffs. And I got no respect for that take.
His price is not prohibitive to get you there at all. So that's totally fair.
Yeah, and for Jadarian Price too, just to not be the total Sharbs, I'm not fully in the bag from anything, but I think for Price, you have the one thing going for him that you're looking for these rookies is he's got the room to fail. I think in that beginning of the year, they don't seem to love Emmanuel Wilson either, based on what they obviously signed him, but apparently he moved down the chart a little bit for OTAs as well. So I don't know. I think for a Price, there's a good case to make for him, but it's less to go perfectly for him, and he has to win that job. But inertia of just being in camp, being that guy with the first team a lot, hopefully having a few good games early. I think he's got juice. The lack of pass game at college just scares me because there's a reason they didn't use him in the pass game in college.
Well, and I think to that point, I think that's the reason why we keep hearing Helani is he is the trusted next man up pass protector, pass catcher. But we've also seen didn't we have the same knock on Walker coming out of he's not a pass catcher, and then he has an 8-catch game as a rookie. They just don't always use him like that. So, and again, it's that's where the range of outcomes is wide. The looming Sharbs for late season is both a bugaboo and flying the ointment for Price, and it's also a point for Sharbs. But I do think that if he gets 10 to 12 weeks to prove his mettle, and again, that's nominal. If he has any setback, if he just takes more time, and it seems like they really like him and they want him out there, but they haven't rushed anybody back. So that's the thing. He might even touch the field to week 14. And but if you took Watson last year, and you got fucking 5 spikes out of him late in the season, you knew.
And so that's the one I would have thought he never came back from that injury. Based on how they fucking bubble wrapped him the year before and barely played him full route allotments, and then he got hurt again, and they were just no, we got nothing else to lose, and then now he got paid legit. I mean, they could get out of that deal if he gets hurt again. But yeah, I think that's a fair point. And Watson really is the one where I would have never thought he came back from that injury, man, and now he's better than ever.
And that's not great.
I can't believe it's an F. How could it be an F? How? I mean,
too much, a little bit too much at RB still. It doesn't feel like it, but like when you take those first too early, like BBM DB hates it, MySim hates it. The sidekick, I think, lets you do it more, but if it's more if they're after ADP, like then it'll allow you to load.
Sidekick will have you take 6 in a row.
Yeah.
Your perfect role for most sims would be you take, let's say, RB first round, then receiver at least, or receiver first round, RB, and that sort of gets you where you need to go sim-wise, along with QB in that first QB range of non-elites, and then tight end in that first range of non-elites, and then you'll probably get grades on everything.
Yeah, so who's fucking right?
We'll find out week 17, baby.
You'll find out in 2027 because it's not even until like week 17.
I got to go back and watch that shady Chad Candle stream from this morning. You guys?
Can I give you a spoiler of my favorite part of that stream?
Yes.
From the Toxic Tower YouTube channel, I pop in and I go, "What's up, Shady? You want to join the tower?" And 10 minutes later, Chad pulls it up. He's like, "The tower, what's up? Welcome, Shady. No, not to put you on the spot. You don't have to answer. They've extended an invite for you to join the tower." Long pause. Yeah, I don't know that I do that.
That's not. Hey, that one's on me. That one's on me. He's definitely that's my.
No. His reasoning was, first of all, if you buy the sidekick, you use the sidekick. Maybe. Second, I like to take my time answering questions and thinking it out loud, and it's real loud on that channel, and I just don't know that it'd be a good fit. And I was like, wow, we're getting nagged into oblivion.
That's a pretty fair assessment, though. That's a pretty fair assessment.
I literally went, that's fair.
That's fine.
And then
that's fine.
And then he kept going. He's like, I just don't know that I'm interested in that. And then I'm like, all right, buddy, you can stop selling. And then
maybe Zach is more our speed then. Maybe Zach would come on.
And then he wraps it up. And then the way he let us down gently was, he goes, and honestly, just like 4 guys on it, like they're loud. They do the 4 guys. That's hard on a panel. I don't do well with he goes, it's not you, it's me. I don't do good on a panel. Even with Zach and Pat, I barely get a word in. You know, my answer's like, it's not me. Or it's not you, it's me. Don't worry. It's panel. Panels are tough. And I'm like, oh my God.
Was it a good stream? I imagine that was a pretty good stream though. Him talking about the sidekick. It was probably pretty good.
I'm not gonna lie, dude.
Well, Chad,
I tuned out a lot.
All right.
I tuned in.
We'll watch it. Shout out Chad Candles. Shout out Chad
Candles. Back out.
Yeah, shout out great guy. Shout out Shady. Absolutely.
Yeah. Shady's very sharp.
Shady,
listen to sharp people. Always recommend that.
Always, yes. Listen to the sharp people.
Yeah.
I just thought it was very funny.
Shady's probably bet more money in his lifetime that I will ever I could even think of.
What do you mean bet more money? He plays DFS slates. You think he's ripping off player props?
Well, you know what I'm saying.
I mean, he wagers a lot because he plays.
He's
MLB
wagered
too.
more money than I've ever.
Yeah, he's putting a few grand in MLB every day.
His cash flow in and out is more than you'll ever see in your life.
That's what I'm saying. Like his cash flow 1 year is more than I'll ever see in my life.
That's crazy. What?
Yeah, I mean that's absolutely true.
Why
I'm sorry, are we boring you?
It's 7 p.m.
I gotta be up at 3 to go to Austin.
Wait, how are you tired before you get up?
When is this? Is this like tomorrow?
Yeah.
Where
dude, I thought this was like next week, dude. You found a flight 24 hours before?
Yes, sir.
Holy shit,
Airbus to a flight, and I'm out there.
Oh my God.
Just called living, baby.
Just kidding.
Chad. Watching Chad's face kind of like cringe from Shady telling us I have no interest in going to the tower was very funny. Because he literally goes, you don't have to answer that. And then he just like, absolutely not. And watching Chad just be like, oh, they're my guys. It's fine. I'm sorry. Don't hate. And it's very funny.
Hey, can we play Fuck, Marry, Kill with Chad next time he comes on? Because there's no way he's killing me. There's a 0% chance Chad's
absolutely. He's killing me because of how many times I've negged him unsolicited.
He's killing you. Sure. You're dead.
Yeah.
You're dead.
You're dead.
I'm begging someone to kill me. Please fucking kill me.
You're done.
Put me out of my misery. Spags, this was a lot of fun, man. We put your channel and your site. Go check out splashplaypod.com. Go check out Splashplay. Dude, you're doing MLB, NBA, NFL. You're doing DFS. You're doing Showdown. You got the fucking BBC. Promo code SUMMER still, I believe, for 30.
No, it's just yours. Promo code EMO. That's the only one. Yeah, I know. Promo code SUMMER's off. Yeah, that's.
All right.
Yeah, I'm not giving 33%. I try not to give money away because like the pack is so cheap. Like I don't want to do promo codes, and if I don't have to, I make them pay. But yeah, check it out. Splashplaypodcast.com if you want to learn more about what I'm doing. Bestballchampion.com too. We'll take you to the tool. Hopefully then I can earn the championship title off of the back of the Best Ball Champion. But love your guys' show. Glad to do it. Honestly, really glad to be here. I'm sure bigger boost for Crack Rock and Sanderson yesterday, but it was fun hanging out with you guys. Glad to pay my respects to the tower because I really think for you guys, you're doing something different, and it's very hard to do something different if you look at the millions of channels doing the exact same fucking thing in the space that have been doing it since I cared about doing it on a daily basis. Maybe try something new. You guys are doing it. So shout out to you guys. And I hope Tyler, I hope you win the tout show, whether you want to or not.
If he doesn't, I will kill him myself for real.
If you fucking lose to Tony Squares, man, I'll be really bummed. Like that.
I legitimately feel like we have a good chance. I think we have a good chance.
You fucking better, bro.
I hope so. Your youthful face here.
If you lose to Tony Squares, you're done. You hear me?
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna fly to Minnesota and take you out like every other Minnesota daycare.
Also, too, did you see? Hey,
exterminate.
Jack Settleman's card got declined today. He put it on Twitter. I thought about quote tweeting it.
Why didn't you? Your whole bid is being broke. How are you missing your shots?
I know. I have time.
Spags, by the way, I just want to clarify. We did not have you on for the boost. We had you on because we only, spoiler alert, for future guests that we say no to, we only want people on here we want to talk to, we want to fuck with, we vibe with, we want to hang out with, and that we want to like give some love back to, man. Like I want to say right now, like one of the only reasons why I do this, and this is the last good thing I'm about to say about Pete. Pete made it fun for a lot of people early on, but you and Pete, I love
with him tomorrow. Like, how are you doing this,
dude? 24 hours from now, you're done.
Walking like I'm gonna act like I don't know you.
Good.
I honestly would, dude. Who's going? Is Chad going?
I'm gonna go meet up with like there's other people from the Discord.
Mac Nova's gonna be there. Hang out with Mac Nova.
I do a show with Mac. You know, we're sharps. We won the $1 million last year.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Anyway, no, I want to say like Splash Play with you and Pete was a bunch of fun. It was the data, it was the bullshitting. My favorite, like the inspiration for this show for me really in doing this was like the showmanship, the data, and like doing those together. And it's a lot easier to do that with collaboration with different types of people. And then ever since then, like, dude, the work and the data you put in for like the big board season, for all the rookies, your data sheets. You fucking grind the data, you grind the efficiency numbers, you try to meld that with structure. You're a one-man fucking like machine with your businesses, with your entrepreneurship, with your ventures. So I respect the shit out of the grind. I respect the shit out of you're one of the only other few people in this space is like authentically you, for better or for worse, whatever. You put it out there, you do that, and you've proven that like do your own shit. Like you'd rather do your own shit than be like shackled and chained and like fucking spanked for saying whatever. And I fuck with that.
I appreciate it. Thank you, Tyler. And honestly, I appreciate you as a friend too, and all you've done to keep the channel going. But honestly, that's really nice of you to say. And yeah, I hope so. Like, I really, you hear when I hassle you guys about money, it's like, I hope everybody remembers that. Like, you guys know Kevin Nash, the pro wrestler. Like, the one thing you'd say about pro wrestling is like, the only thing that's real about this is like the money and the miles, like what you're doing out of the thing. So like, I want everybody to enjoy the content you make. If you don't like what you do, you're fucked, because you got to do this shit and suck it up. Like, even for me, when I left Football Outsider, I was doing it for so little money for years. But like, if you do it, have an end game in place. I think you guys are getting there, and I really hope to see you guys, keep growing and keep doing what you're doing, and don't be the same shit as everybody else. Like anybody else out there too. Be like these guys. Do something.
Spags, you've always spoke your mind, and I've always known in the back of my head like you're the perfect like guest or even fill in for this show. Honestly, like I think you would really thrive just speaking your mind over here.
I know how you took that, Spags, but like he means that lovingly. That like
I take that kindly. I take that kindly.
Good.
No, there's no malintent here. No, not at
I know,
all.
but
I literally used to listen to Spags.
BBG was trying to take a dig at him.
We vibed the other time he did a stream too. I feel like I was like in love with Eric on that stream. He was being so.
Dude, that was a fun episode.
Yeah. That was a fun episode. I agree with that though. Spags is one of the few people that I think like could come in seamlessly to this show to like, the banter, the authenticity,
I only miss it just because I'm not as involved with like watching people's streams as much anymore. But like the way you'd interact with the chat, you just like body people with like facts and logic, and I love.
They can't take it, but I just stopped fucking doing that because people get so like that's why people.
No, there was.
Why I didn't work with Underdog anymore is that like I had 3 people threaten to come to my house and attack me in the span of a year, and they fucking did nothing about it. And I put a video where I'm trying to like set the fucking bar, and they're like, "Oh, you can't reference," and then like it was also the partnership guys. So I hope we're all fucking fired, by the way. But like partnership guy had.
I can tell you the names are not the same names anymore.
I forget the guy. I honestly want to look it up now because I hated that dude so much. He shouldn't have had his job in the fucking first place.
That's why I love this guy, dude.
And he also like he didn't reply to me for a fucking month. Like when my deal was up. What is this fucking guy's name?
Dude, I'm dealing with one guy right now. It's pissing
Zach Powell's
me off.
Okay.
Zach is our guy.
There was a dude underneath him who I think is Brandon Flott. Brandon Flott's a fucking moron. Like that guy sucked so bad at his job.
Okay.
Eric,
he was like literally BBG like literally 60 seconds ago. I love the way you full send it on everybody. It's fucking awesome.
Don't do
it.
Check the chat.
No, but just say what happened. So like the guy didn't reply to me for a fucking month. Then I'm like, my deal's up. I'm just gonna not work with you guys. And then I reached out to his boss. Then he was so mad about Zach Powell was this guy's boss. He was so mad about it that he then like replied after Zach made a reply, offered me the deal that I wanted, which was like a shitload of site credits and a better CPA. And he was like such a little bitch about it. And then when I went south and like went off of Milton Williams, basically I shouldn't have used Underdog in the video. And technically I could have sued him for the contract. I just wasn't worth it. But basically like they let go of my deal, and the Brandon Flock, I was clearly so overjoyed to do it. And I was like, what a fucking piece of shit, man. Like, you're a partnership manager. This is not your money. Like, it's not gonna like just cut fucking deals and be generous to people that have been
put the fries in the bag.
Yeah. Just do the fucking job. And the guy couldn't do the fucking job. So I hope he's not doing the job somewhere else now. But fuck.
Well, this is way off topic. And the last thing, this is just so out of left field. I want to ask this like 5 minutes ago. Football Outsiders, didn't they used to have Madden themed cards? Right? Didn't that company have
they were in the Xbox game, yeah. Or the Madden game is like a thing. That was one of the last like few deals before I got there. But yeah, basically they were company owned them, parent company owned them. That was like really overfunded, and then they sold to another publicly traded company. Yeah. Didn't have enough money to keep going, and it sucked because Football Outsiders, when I was there, I was running everything. It was like Aaron Schatz' boss, and basically Tyler left us.
Yeah, later.
I was his boss. We had the most money they ever made in like 20 years of existing, the most revenue in 20 years of existing. And that wasn't enough to keep it afloat. And I'm like, this is the best work I've ever done. I'm like the head of this company I used to respect so much. And Aaron Schatz is like a fucking, he's the godfather of analytics, all that respect, but he's like a fucking old Jewish guy and all the old Jewish guy ways. And like real insecure about everything. And it was like an informative experience.
You're saying he fumbled the bag on the exit.
Yeah. Well, he survived himself with FTN. Like he fucked us. Yeah. I could have gotten the staff paid and stuff by keeping DVOA going, keeping the site going, rebuilding it. Yeah. And he just like took a bag from FTN, enough to pay his money, which I get. But I think FTN's a fucking joke company too. Anybody else? Like, who else do I hate, guys?
What about
Keep going, buddy. No, this is why I knew I could say what I fucking want to say. Because like, if you put in the work and you make the right relationships, you can flame the ones you have no respect for, and it doesn't fucking matter. Because I don't believe in sucking everybody's fucking ass to get by. What I fuck with is you put in the work, you make your way, and whoever wants to rock with you will rock with you. Anybody else wasn't going to rock with you. They were going to fuck you and get to where you need to get to. Don't play cocksucker to fucking kiss your ass to the top.
Fuck the reality is the most views I've gotten in a video this offseason is when I lit up DFS Army. Like, I know people want to see from me. I just don't want to, like, I don't need to give them that. I don't hate everybody. I just like when somebody deserves it, you should you shouldn't play nice always. Like, I think that was one of the things that, like, and I love Pete.
People see fucking through it, man.
But like, no, like one of the things that with Pete that set me off was like when he went on a trip with the Flock guy and we would make fun of Flock for fucking years. You go on one trip and you're both underdog. You're in the fucking secret handshake club. And then all of a sudden he's the best guy. And we're going hiking. Like, come on, man.
Who the fuck is DFS Army?
A DFS site's been around for a while. They're doing best ball streams like all the fucking time now.
Oh, it's a website. It's not a guy. I thought it was a guy.
No, it's a company. A guy. So the guy who founded it is not a former Army guy, which I think is fucking insane. How do you have that name and not be former military? That's like stolen valor right away. But also it's like an old school DFS company. It's been around for a while, just fleecing the lowest bar of idiots in DFS, and they're still doing it. And it's like, just giving money away when you could build a better product yourself if you spend a couple of days.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I noticed that, dude. I noticed the same, and again, I give Pete a hard time because like Pete and I, we weirdly go back a ways. We've met a bunch of times in person, so like
way back.
I definitely noticed a shift with like, I didn't even know about Flock until you and Pete would like joke about him, and like that. And I only ever saw his content this year, and I did notice that when they went away for the underdog thing and came back, the total tone shifted. It became a lot. And my theory, my conspiracy theory is Flock was like, hey, you want to take this to the next level? You want to like level up? Here's what you got to do. Here's what you got to do. Button this, button that. And he did. And you feel that lack of like, you feel a little bit of corporatism, a little bit of tightness, and a little bit lack of like openness. And I think that's partly subconsciously what has driven this tout shit is a desire to kind of like be back to himself with a control that he doesn't necessarily have to present himself, because there's not been that same me. And that's what I've always found so funny about all this authenticity bullshit is like, I think you're projecting, because no one's more authentically me day in and day out than me, outside of like for the show antics bullshit. The guy that's kind of tightened up and squirreled away and kind of like pushed other things around is you the last couple of years.
I mean, I think, and I'm not trying to psychoanalyze Pete because I still do like him as a human being. I do think he doesn't enjoy it as much. Like he doesn't enjoy, like he said it himself, like he wants to do other stuff, and like I think he feels trapped in it. Like for me, what I have a prison of my own making where I've structured my shows. Like I do the same shit every time. Like I know what I'm doing with it. But as long as you're yourself and you're not, I don't know, like even just not booking guests, like I feel free to not have to worry about shit too much. I just turn on the camera, do my thing, I'm done.
That's fair.
But that could also be too, meeting a person, humanize them. And I think Charlie too likes the in-person meetups. For me, like I don't want to meet anybody because like I want to be able to treat you as like, you know, like septically. Like I want to be able to just not, I don't know, like Pete, that meetup that Tyler you went to in Brooklyn, Pete was like really like, you got to come up for that. And I'm like, man, we have a fucking 1-year-old kid, like not even one at that point. Like I can't just.
If you got a kid, I get it.
Yeah, but like, you know, I think that
I
was
wish you would have come out to that because we had a good time, and I would have liked to meet you.
It would have been fun, and I like, and I'm in a good in-person hang, but like, I don't know, I like to like, I'm not trying to move every relationship.
Look, I just want to put out
25.
No, I respect that line. I'm not trying to move every relationship forward. I love that.
Look, I'm like a view. Like I feel like I'm gonna be like just like a viewer, a bystander. Like I want to know the inside details of this ship chasing weekend. Everyone in the chat that's going, BBG, just like
me on a yacht with 25 of the best DFS players you've ever met, bro.
There's a yacht.
It's gonna be lit.
Is there a yacht?
Yeah, there's always a yacht. There was a yacht last year.
It's a yacht every time. That's
BBG,
why.
Can you live tweet this? BBG, can you live tweet
it? Dude, I've been talking about this. If I would have won the Pete show, what would my, Pete's like, oh, what would your show pitch to be? I'd be like, dude, I'm taking it to the streets. That's what best ball's missing. We need to start walking around outside talking to people.
I love that you're still missing the point. He goes, I don't want to just be best ball, and BBG's like, best ball needs street content.
It does. Can you please? I need you to live tweet this like it's fucking Chess Liam at the World Series of Poker. Can you please just like do? Like, just go up and take selfies with guys.
I'll get a dude. I used to do this thing. This is so cringy, but like in like high school on Snapchat, you go to a party and I would take a 1-second frame with everyone at the party with a thumbs up, and it would just flash through like 45 people. I'll just set up one of those at chip chasing.
Oh, that's a real old school Facebook album shit.
I just need to know what's said here. I can't wait for that tower stream when you guys come back. It's just like the tell all. What happened at the?
Did you realize you're gonna go there?
It's not a yacht, Maryland. How the fuck is it not a yacht if there's 25 people? A yacht only has to be 40 feet or longer. There's no way.
I thought it was way more than 25. It's only 25 people.
It's not. I mean, you think that's not a lot of people? It's a lot of people.
I guess it might be. So
I would also say too, Tyler, for you missing out on this, like you're not missing out a lot because like I know for my Barstool days, like I was, at points there, people were like really like real worked up about me when I was there. And you go to the meetups and nobody's ever mean in person. Like they're like, oh, like I love what you're doing. Like, oh, it's okay.
I'm a huge Barstool guy. I don't know if you like that or not, but I need just one guy put on blast. One guy, your time there.
I mean, it's Dave. Dave, I literally left because Dave got weird because we were sleeping with the same girl, and it was somebody who he had slept with when he was still married, and that was like sort of what he got really weird with me around that period, and it was the issue I had there was like I was fucking everybody I possibly could in New York at the time period because I was the only guy in New York who was single, and then once we had the office, then it's all the pool recirculating, and it got weird for me real fast, and also like I'm not in, so I could write my blogs and put out funny shit as best I could. I never got pushed in the same way I felt like I should have gotten in terms of like the views I got. Like I was the biggest traffic driver there for years. So like, it was a fun time. I really like got away with a lot in terms of just being a degenerate in New York. Yeah. But I also was like anorexic, like while I was there too. Like I wasn't even eating. I was just like eating a Chipotle bowl and like just drinking all the calories basically all day because we're in the office.
Hot girl shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I was like high school weight at that point, at 30 or whatever. So like it was like a weird time, but it was fun. I'm glad I had the experience. Wish I'd approached it smarter because like I could have definitely gotten myself more steam off of it and probably like launch stuff better. But I was so passionate at that point. I also figured too, like I was pitching a TV script that was getting some steam, and then Me Too hit. And then because Dave was such a bad guy, that prism changed everything that I was working on. So I had to then pivot to DFS. That's where we got to.
Hey, well, if I ever see you on the on the basketball court, let's play.
I mean, now I'm worried to tear my ACL because I turned 40. So I'm like, I don't know.
You gotta worry about the Achilles. Yeah.
That happens all the fucking time to guys like leagues. Like,
it's terrifying.
Yeah.
No, that's.
I gotta get my games in now while I can. While they take advantage of my healthy Achilles.
I mean, I got
the young guys are just at risk.
No, I would never tear anything. I'm built different.
I don't clip it. I cannot wait to roll this in 2 weeks. When
that's
an
ACL.
I would never tear my ACL like a pussy.
Tears both, just blow them out like fucking tires.
Sorry,
Spags, we're keeping you way too long. Thank you, brother.
Let's get out of here.
We appreciate your time. This has fucking been a blast. We'd love to have you back on some other time. We'd love to collab. I think we fuck with each other. We fuck amongst each other. We get amongst it. So looking forward to this shit.
It was not basketball guy. Now he's available. That's what I came for. I'm like,
big balls
guy. Time, like I knew he was fucking single, and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna get him real gay on this shirt.
Hey, this is a homoerotic show. That's not a secret. Spags, it's been a fucking blast. We will be live next week with JJ Zacharyson Wednesday night, I believe. JJ's coming in hot. He wants to berate me about some player takes.
Yes.
And he wants to put the tower in its place, end quote. So
wow.
When your idols become your rivals.
Come for that next Wednesday night. Members only next week will be more of the same. I think we're gonna reach out to. I think next week is a good place to start the members that won, paid for their members only thing. Robert Griffin III, Maryland. We'll start reaching out to y'all to start setting those up because we've got like 6 we got to knock out. And we will catch you fuckers next time on the flip. Check out splashplaypod.com. Check out bestballchampion.com. Stay toxic, brothers and sisters.
Why don't you think
look at the projected ceiling games?
I don't know if he's good or not.
Is there anybody here you need?
Oh, some other shit.
How many goddamn hoops do you have?
No, Juggins better.
Thank you. It's a very nice side credit. I put my best effort into the team. Whatever.
Yeah, I was saying you finished that.
You better veto this fucking part.
Even is like Tom Landry. What have you done for me lately, bro?